And I have hit record for our first tea time of February 2025. February 1st, 2025. Tea time. So, I don't know how long tea time will be today. We have some tea, not a ton of tea, but we got some tea, okay? And I think we need to start with um I think we need to start with stupid comments because I feel like it's been a pretty like decent minute before I've had like some really bad like what the fuckery in the comment section. I feel like we've been on a pretty good run. Nothing too crazy lately. I mean, there's some things here and there, nothing too bad. But definitely a big what the what major what the fuckery happening in the comments. Oh, that's right. I can since Kate Lan is out of the room for a minute, I can make this bigger. Hey guys. Oh my god, it's like y'all are beside me. Hey besties. Okay, anyway. I'm such a dork. Okay. So, um what was I gonna say? ADD brain. ADD brain, man. I tell you what. Okay, so are we ready? Guys, it's like yeah. Um Let me see. Okay, we're ready? So, obviously I just reacted to Rose's 3 a.m. It's a live performance. Just reacted to that. I put that on YouTube. I was trying to put Jenny's Zen music video reaction on YouTube, and it got blocked. No matter how many times I freaking edited it and filtered it and put words over the screen, it didn't matter what I did, it kept getting blocked. Even though everyone else and their mother has reactions to it with words over it or even not filtered on YouTube, it didn't matter. It didn't matter because it just didn't like that I had it, and of course they were gonna block it for me. So put that on the Patreon instead. And so instead of uploading that night, I ended up uploading Rose's 3 a.m. to the YouTube and then just put Jenny on Patreon. So, yeah, Leah. So, during the reaction, now, if you guys haven't seen it, Rose is uh, doing a live recording. She's singing it live and everything like that. And she has like a live like band that's singing it with her. And she's at a skate park. And so during the reaction, I kind of paused and I said, I kind of love that she's kind of keeping with like, the whole theme of it all because, first of all, like the way this is filmed, it seems like very kind of like personal, like there's like a personal touch to it. And that kind of reminds me back to the number one girl music video with like it looked like a handheld cam, and it was like very kind of like a personal thing. This seems kind of very personal as well in a way, more intimate, plus the whole skateboarding thing, and the Toxic to the End MV, there's skateboarding in that, and then here she's like doing this at a skate park, so it all just kind of ties in together. So I just love how like there seems to be kind of like a connection and a link throughout everything she's doing, and I love that. That was my comment. Okay, that was my comment in my reaction. Keep that in mind, that was my comment in my reaction. Okay? I need you to just keep that in mind. So this is the comment that I get. It says, "This is getting exhausting. I really wish people would stop making implications for Rose's actions if they don't follow her. She's your bias, but you don't know she's a skateboarder. Rose updated with photos and videos of herself skateboarding back in 2022. That same year, she explained in an interview why. Quote, when I'm not doing anything, I get ideas in my head out of the blue. It cracks me up to this day to think about the skateboarding thing too. I was in bed when I started imagining myself on a skateboard. I got right out of bed and decided I'm going to try to learn. There's a bit of luck involved too. It would have been difficult to get up and have a go at it if I wasn't lucky enough to have the resources right there. So anyway, I learned to skateboard. Happened relatively easy for me. When I first fell off the board, it actually felt great. I guess I was waiting for something like that to happen, like, when am I going to fall? And when it happened, I was like, all right, this is it. So she quotes her, and then it says, not everything about Rose's identity is about a man. What? Okay, first of all, if you want to quote what she said, when she started learning skateboarding, that's fine. But that last sentence, where the fuck is that coming from? Where is that last sentence coming from? Number one, she's your bias, but you don't know she's a skateboarder. I don't know everything about all of my biases. 100%. I do not follow every single person, even when I do follow them on social media, which I don't follow everyone on social media, but even the ones I do follow on social media, I do not see all of their posts. I don't have post notifications turned on, by the way, on like anyone. I don't have my notifications turned on. So when I happen to be online, if I'm scrolling and I see that they posted something, then I see that they posted something. But I don't get a notification to see every single time one of my biases has uploaded something. So there's a shit ton of things that my biases and my alts have uploaded that I 100% have missed and do not know about. 100%. I can guarantee you that. So no, I'm not going to happen to know that Rose back in 2022 posted videos of herself skateboarding and mentioned in a random interview about the process of her learning how to skateboard. No, I'm not going to know that. And guess what? It's okay that I don't know that. It's really okay. I promise you, it's really not that deep. But there was nothing wrong with me connecting the fact that she was in a skate park in this one and that there was skateboarding involved in the other MV as well, and linking the two together, so seeing that there is a link to the different concepts and the stuff that she's doing. There's a link there. That's all I was doing, was pointing out, oh, cool, there's a link. I like how she's kind of keeping it all linked together. Literally all I did, literally all I said. Why are you calling me? Oh, hello? So yeah. So that happened. And then the last sentence saying not everything about Rosé's identity is about a man. I have no idea where that's coming from. Like, actually, what are you talking about? I never said it was. I never hinted that it was. I've never implicated that it was. So where is this coming from? Like, what? What the fuck are you talking about? So, of course, I replied to them. First of all, before I even replied to them, someone else replied to them. So thank you so much for the other person who had replied to them. I appreciate you. The other person had said, oh, do I even have a screenshot? I don't know if I have a screenshot of what the other person said. Okay, no, I don't. Anyway, so I replied to this person and I said, I was annoyed as hell. So I said, make sure I'm reading this right. I said, what the fuck is your problem? I'm literally reacting to an amazing performance by Rosé, showering her with compliments, but that's just not good enough for you, is it? So because I'm not chronically online and I don't watch and read every single interview that my bias is in, and therefore don't happen to know that she's a skateboarder, you're exhausted by me? Get the fuck over it, with a rolling eye emoji. Because I'm exhausted by toxic ass fans like you who are rude as fuck to someone who's showing love and support to someone you supposedly care about. You could have very easily made me aware that there's more of a link to skateboarding than just the Toxic Till the End MV, because she's a skateboarder herself. But no, instead, you had to be an asshole in my comments and say I'm making implications for Rosé's actions and that her identity has to be linked to a man. Like, what the fuck are you on about? Because saying all that about my comment is crazy. I'm not sure if you're having a bad day or what, but you need to take that negative attitude somewhere else, because I don't do that shit on my channel. And I left it at that. Then, I realized they have left a second comment also that I didn't even realize was there because I was busy replying to the first one that I saw. So there was a second comment that was listed, and it says, Rosé is a skateboarder. She uploaded on Instagram years ago with pics and videos of her skateboarding. K-pop publications wrote articles about it. She used a skateboarding backdrop for Jimmy Fallon. She was co-creative director for that stage. She was in an empty pool in Number One Girl MV, 3 a.m. live, filmed at a skate park in LA, Japan performance on top of a half pipe with a skateboard backdrop, Paris performance on top of a half pipe with a skateboard backdrop. It's not all because of her ex, okay? you... Oh, okay. Okay. Why do you keep bringing her ex into this? What are you talking about? No one's talking about her ex but you. Like, what are you talking about? Awesome, thank you. Like, what? Like, exactly. I didn't mention the ex. Nothing. Like, what? I mentioned that there was, skateboarding in the last one with that guy in the MV. I literally was talking about her music video. Like, I'm talking about her music video and how there was skateboarding in her music video. Like, I don't know this woman's life. I ain't talking about her ex like that. I don't know what she's got going on or what her life is. Like, what is this person talking about? So anyway, so then I, of course, replied, and I said, no one said it was all about her ex. I literally just linked part of the concept to her other MV. Stop fucking projecting. Not everyone's going to know every single thing about their bias, and for you to expect them to is ridiculous. I've already replied to your other comment that was rude as fuck. I know it's a crazy suggestion, but maybe try being positive towards others who are showing love to the same idols that you love as well. Like, I know that's crazy thought. Oh my God, but, maybe that's what you should do. Support the ones who support the people who you both love and who, like, I've never said anything shitty about Rosé. I'm always praising her. I love her so much. Her album was literally my #1 English album of last year. That album was brilliant. She was incredible on it. The fact that she wrote in all of her songs, she sung everything. The live stages that I've seen of her have been, I'm loving her voice in all of it. Like, I just love her. She's just such a cutie pie. Like, she's such a sweetheart. So I'm like, for this person to come at me because I don't know that she's a skateboarder, to come at me as hard as they're coming, and then to accuse me of things, is pissing me the fuck off. So anyway, so I replied back to both of those. Okay? And then I then wake up. Or maybe I woke up and I replied back to those. And then later on, I see this. Okay? This is where it gets like, oh no, honey, there's something wrong here, because there ain't no way a perfectly sane person would behave this way. And I'm not saying that like as a jab or a joke. I'm saying that with like sincerity and honesty. There just ain't no way. There ain't no way. So then I see 8 comments back to back to back to back to back in reply to my 1 comment. 8. Okay? First one says, oh, following Rosé on Instagram is being chronically online. Oh, so you don't follow any idols on social media then, right? Not what I said, but okay. A second comment. Reading interviews that Rosé has done is chronically online. Oh, okay, so you don't read or watch any interview for any idol you stan then, right? Definitely not what I said again, but okay. Third comment. Acting like everything Rosé does is because of a man, and what, I should thank you for that? What are you talking about? Number 1, and, when did I ever say that you should thank me for anything? I never said that. What are you talking about? What? Fourth comment. She doesn't need fans speaking for her. She's already said over and over how much she hates that. She had to do interviews to debunk Jaden in Hawaii. What the fuck are you talking about? I don't know anything about Jaden or Hawaii. What are you talking about? Like, if this person isn't projecting some other shit that's going on online onto me, I don't know what is. Like, what are you talking about? Fifth comment. Implying her whole identity during her solo is because of a guy. Spare me. She's not you, so stop projecting. So she's telling me to stop projecting now. She's using my words I just said to her onto me and saying that I'm implying that her whole identity is because of a guy. What the fuck are you talking about? And then saying she's not you. I'm sorry, but my whole identity has nothing to do with a guy. So what the fuck are you talking about? Again, what are you talking about? You sound fucking nuts, dude. Like, I'm concerned. Like, I'm now concerned because this isn't, like, I say normal behavior, but you know what I mean. Like, this isn't right. Like, then it says, what is this, like the 6th comment now? Oh, acting like you're doing her a favor by saying everything about her is because of a man. That's the 6th comment. When did I say that? When? 7th comment. How about you don't speak on people's reasons when you don't follow them? What are you talking? I never said she had what reason she did for anything. I never said that. What are you talking about? And then it says, because you can't tell me you don't follow any idols or read their interviews. You just don't have time for Rose. Okay, so just stop speaking on her personal life. It's pretty easy. The hypocrisy. 8th comment. Oh, what, should I make implications about your personal life based on what I've seen in your videos? I mean, you can try, go for it. I say shit about myself all the time. I tell you guys all kinds of shit about my personal life all the time. So, I mean, sure. I mean, you might be wrong about some shit, but hell, you might get some shit right. I don't know what to tell you. If that's what you feel you want to fucking do, go for it. I mean, you might sound like a fucking idiot, though, if you got some shit wrong. But, like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? All of the things you're saying doesn't make any sense. I didn't say any of those things. I didn't do any of those things. All I've done is support and, like, compliment Rose because I love her and she's my bias. And I think she's done an incredible job with this album. So why are you in my comments attacking me? Because I didn't know she was a skateboarder? What? So I replied. So I reply initially, and I don't realize I only see her first comment, which was, oh, following Rose on Instagram is being chronically online. Oh, so you don't follow any idols on social media, right? That's the only comment I saw. I didn't realize there was 7 more after that. So I replied to that one comment, not realizing there were 7 more. So my initial reply said, I didn't say that, so don't put words in my mouth. However, when you sit there and quote verbatim exactly what she said, and in another comment list every single thing she's done involving a skateboard, then yeah, I'd say you're chronically online regarding Rose. The difference is, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If you've got the time for all that, then that's awesome. However, there's also nothing wrong with not knowing every little thing as well. It's nothing to give someone else shit over. And that's my whole point. Like, you do you, boo. If you want to know every little thing that you can about your idol that you love, go for it. There's nothing stopping you. That's incredible. That's awesome. I love that you're dedicated and you're showing that much support for the person that you look up to. Love that for you. But don't expect every single person to have that same amount of time, energy, and passion towards the same things you do. That's not realistic. And when they're showering the person that you supposedly care for with love and compliments, don't attack them for stupid shit. That's my whole point. What are you doing? Then I realize, that she had another, that other comment. I found that other comment about listing every single thing that she's done regarding skateboarding, right? So that's when I said, oh wait, no. I already replied to that comment. So when I just read you the reply. I then exit out of that reply and I see that there's 7 more comments. All the ones I just read you. All that crazy shit. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, no, I will not continue this. I refuse to continue with a person that has this type of mentality. I will not do it. I will not have this shit on my channel. Absolutely not. We're not doing that. So of course I replied to them. And this is the last reply. I said, yeah, you're actually not well mentally. And I mean that with all seriousness, not as a jab and not as a joke. If you're going to try to twist my commentary saying that I like how it seems she's keeping with the skateboarding concept because she's performing at a skate park and because there was a skateboard in her other MV, and turn that into me saying her whole identity and everything she does is because of a man, and then spamming 8 comments back to back attacking me for things I never said or did, that's absolutely batshit crazy. You say Rose doesn't need fans speaking for her and how much she hates that. Yet you're here attacking people in their comments for not knowing every little detail about her life and speaking on her behalf. Doing the exact thing you said she hates. The hypocrisy is crazy. I absolutely refuse to have someone come at me for shit I didn't do or say. And I also refuse to allow such toxic energy on my channel. So congratulations, you will be blocked. And I made sure I didn't block her right away. Or them, him, I have no idea who this is. I made sure I didn't block them right away because I wanted to make sure that they saw that comment. Because when you block someone, most of the time, they can't read the shit that was involved back and forth in that chat, in that comment chain, because the comment gets deleted. So they can't see that. So I didn't block them right away. But apparently, I didn't need to. Because after I called them out on their bullshit and said they're literally doing the exact thing that they said Rose hates and pointed that out, they deleted their comment. Both of their comments. The initial one plus all these replies. If you delete the initial one, everything else that following gets deleted. She deleted that plus the other one listing everything that she's been in regarding a skateboard. They deleted both of them. So I didn't have to block them. I kind of wish that they didn't delete it because I still want to block this person, but I'd have to go try to search for them and everything like that. But I'm just like, are you okay? Seriously. And I'm not being rude. I'm not being sarcastic. I'm not, trying to make fun. No, but seriously, are you good? Because this doesn't seem right. That you're attacking someone like this, simply not just attacking, but accusing them of saying and doing stuff that they never said or did. I never said shit about her ex. I've never assumed who her ex was. I've never said shit about her ex because in her real life, because I don't know her life like that. I don't know her life like that, and I'm not going to try to assume shit about her life like that. The couple things that I heard privately, not online, about who people were speculating her ex was, my response privately was, really? Nah, that doesn't seem right. Really? Nah. I didn't even believe it. I still have no idea. So why would I talk about something that I don't even think is that I'm still questioning and I don't even think is possibly true? Why would I speak about that? I've never spoken about her ex. I've never made speculations about her ex. All I've done is appreciate her album and her vocals and how adorable she is. So why are we attacking me in the comments over not knowing Rose skateboards? That's I'm sorry, but no. That was nuts. That was nuts. So yeah. Anyway. And they wonder why some people stop reacting to certain artists. People don't want to deal with these toxic comments. Thank God back in the day, every now and then I'd have some toxic Blink comments, but not too bad. You're going to have toxic people in every fandom. That's just the way it goes. Unfortunately, it is what it is. The larger the fandom, the larger the percentage of toxic people in that fandom. It is what it is. But so you're going to have toxic people in every fandom. But that, what was I going to say? Oh my God, my mind just completely blanked. Holy crap. Anyway, yeah, you're gonna have toxic people in every fandom, and it is what it is. And I have had a few toxic, comments regarding Blackpink, mainly from solo stans. And I'm wondering if this is that same psycho Rose solo stan. There was a very overly excited Rose solo stan that would come for me, I didn't mean to take a picture just now, but okay. That would come for me randomly, every few months they would come for me regarding Rose. I don't know if this is that same person. I have absolutely no clue, and I don't have enough energy to try to figure out if it is or not. I don't care enough. But it could very well be. I don't know. All I know is that I will not deal with that on my channel. I will call you out for it. I will address it, and your shit will be blocked. We do not have time. We have done too much to create this community that we have here, and the safe space that we have here, and this positive space that we have here. Don't get me wrong, although we have a positive space here, we will talk about the negative shit, and we will call the negative shit out. And it can get kind of dark and heavy sometimes because we're talking about crazy shit happening in the K-pop community or the dumbass shit said in my comments. Don't get me wrong, we still have negative topics we will talk about, but allowing negativity into comments section and allowing it to brew, or like especially specifically allowing someone to be negative and rude towards another person, whether it's if someone tried to reply to one of y'all's comments and they were rude to you guys, or someone replying to me accusing me of shit I didn't do and was trying to be rude to me. We're not doing that here. I don't want anyone to ever feel like that they're gonna get like attacked for some shit they didn't do on my channel. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna protect the space that we have created here, and I'm not gonna allow that shit on the channel. I won't do it. There's a difference between a healthy disagreement and negativity. I agree. Yeah. Yeah, I like this tea, but I haven't tasted the strawberry one yet. I'm putting my tea warmer on. You see the little red button? It's because it's on. It's gonna be hot now. My little warming plate. I'm gonna put my mug on it. I'm gonna just be over here sipping my tea. I mean, there's a thing of boba, but still. Okay, hold on. I'm afraid to sip it. There's a lot of heat coming off of that. Let me stir this one. Let me do my little, let's see. Ooh. Poppy, before, you don't even have to tell me who it is, because I know 100% who it is. 100%. I know exactly who it is. Her name starts with an M. 100. I think anyone who's an EXO fan can read your comment. Anyone who's an EXO fan and has ever looked in the comments of any EXO reaction. If you're an EXO fan, if you looked in the comments of any EXO reaction, everyone knows exactly who you're talking about. And although the comments are very informative, they're very overwhelming, to be completely honest. Because it's a lot of information, and especially for people who are just like they casually happen to check out like one EXO video, and then the comment is like paragraph after paragraph after paragraph long of like the backstory and how they came about and their lore and all of the members and the EXO-M versus the EXO-K and the different members and who is here, what their powers are, who's not here, why they left, and it's a lot. It's a lot. And this is just someone who happened to check out like an EXO music video for the first time. That's a lot to like just throw at someone. They'd be like, holy shit. And to me, seeing that much, like seeing all of that, like that there's so much going on with this group, to me, it could possibly scare reactors away from wanting to get into that group, because that's a lot. You know what I mean? So it's like, I think that she's great, except a lot of her comment is her opinion. None of EXO's lore has ever been confirmed by SM. We have theories, but they are just that. I agree with that too. But yeah, I think that like, although she obviously means well, she does the same thing with SHINee, by the way, on like every SHINee reaction. She does the same thing, the copy and paste informational comments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I have muted her.
Yeah, it's a lot sometimes. But yeah, so she does the same thing with SHINee, and I think she might do the same thing with NCT as well, I believe. I could be wrong. But hold on, let me taste this real quick. I like that. I feel like,
Is it still hot?
I mean, yes and no. I blew it, so I don't know if it's hot to sip. I feel like it's not, maybe there's too much water, because you used a very large mug. My mugs are usually, like, this is much wider than that. So I think you used a lot more water than I'm used to using. So if you put this much water, I'd probably put, like, 2 tea bags in this.
Nice.
But I like it. I like the strawberry flavor.
I like this.
Yeah, because you put too much water. It's not even, I need, like, more sugar, too. I need, like, more sugar, and I need, like, more flavor.
See, I only put 3 of my sugars.
Yeah, but I don't do... That's a lot, though.
Usually I put more than that, usually.
No, yeah, I definitely need more sugar in this.
But it's my sugar, not your sugar.
No, I know. Yeah, and your sugars...
It tastes the same!
Please tell this woman that Sweet and Low and Splenda do not taste the same.
It tastes the same.
It so does not taste the same.
It's sugar.
No, and it's not sugar either. No. Oh my god. Like the way this bitch's taste buds are. See, ew, no, Caitlin. See, they do not. The way her taste buds are so fucked. It's not even funny.
I've always put Sweet and Low in my tea.
That's fine. Put Sweet and Low all you want. But to say that it tastes the same as Splenda is absolutely incorrect. That's crazy talk. Absolutely crazy talk. No. They have such a different flavor. And Sweet and Low taste like shit. Oh, man. It's like saying sugar and brown sugar are the same shit. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Well, I have 3 Sweet and Low packs.
Yeah, she put 3 Sweet and Lows in her tea.
But this is a gigantic
Which is,
cup.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't. First of all, that one tea bag versus that much hot water is not enough for me. Can you just give me 1 packet of Splenda, and I'll put that in there, and hopefully it'll taste better. No. As in, like, the theories of what's going on in the music videos. We know that, like, they're aliens from exoplanet. They have superpowers. We know all of that. We're talking about, like, for instance, like, mine and Carlos's, like, whole exo dive, the storyline dive that we did. Everything we're, like, coming up with, and as we're watching the music videos, and we're like, oh, I wonder if blah, 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 blah. Ooh, do you think that there's blah, 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 blah? Like, oh, I bet you that, and, like, he has his own theories, and I have my own theories, and we have totally different opinions on what we think's really going on with the lore and the storyline, and none of that's, we have no idea if I'm right, if he's right. We have no clue, because, you know, SM's never confirmed what anything in any music video means. So we don't know if we're right or not when it comes to, you know, what's actually going on in these music videos and if we're interpreting it correctly. You know what I mean? So that's what we mean. So yeah, we definitely know that they are aliens from exoplanet, you know, stuff like that. They have superpowers. We know all this stuff that they've given us. But the other stuff is the stuff that we don't know. Like, is Exo CBX's storyline connected to Exo's storyline? You know, are they kind of like, are they part of the Red Force? Are they like, you know, is the clones or whatever, like, are they actually like clones? Which Carlos is like, I don't think the XXO, I don't think they're clones. I think they're just evil versions of Exo. I don't think it's a clone. A clone is an exact duplicate of what's already there. They're not exact duplicates of what's already there. They're evil versions of what's already there. But maybe they're not actually evil versions. Maybe they're actually good. But we don't know because we only have that to compare to this. But maybe they've done what they've done for a reason. Maybe there's reasons they're behaving this way because of what they've been through in their dimension. You know, and so Carlos has his own theories when it comes to that stuff. And then, you know, so yeah, so it's crazy. And yeah, so I mean, the same thing with me when I realized that, like, all those doors and the different things that they have, like they have these doors that open to where? Are the doors part of what they use when the eclipse happens? Do they use these doors to kind of, in a way, teleport like Kai does? But that's the only time and the only way that they're able to do that is during an eclipse. And they use these doors to kind of teleport into different dimensions or in different places. Because that one, like, remember that one, I forget what it is. Remember that one, is that Carlos? Hey. My ears was burning. Hey, Carlos. But yeah, so it is, can you, what? It is hot, and yeah, I'm drinking tea, and it's hot. Oh yeah. Put that fan on high. I'm wearing a long sleeve. Yeah. And I think there are multiple exos, and we follow different ones every now and again. I also believe that exo gets reincarnated every now and again and starts over. Yeah, I get it. I was just thinking some people think that exos, lore, superpowers, aliens, parallel universes isn't confirmed. No, that stuff's confirmed, and it's all really fucking obvious, too. But the other stuff. Like, when I realized when I was reacting with Carlos to EXO's Blooming Day MV, which, you know, that's, like, my first, like, full K-pop MV and K-pop anything I've ever checked out. When I realized at the very end of that video, the very, very end of that video, there's a door in the middle of a white room with nothing else around it. And there's just a door. And I always thought it was just a door and it's attached to this wall. And it just happened to also be a white wall. But when you see him open the door, there's a shadow and the door closes. But he doesn't go through the door. Like, the door opens and you see the door open and you see the other part of the door opening and everything. But you don't see him go through. Where the fuck did he go? So that right there shows us there's something he went somewhere. He fucking just went somewhere. Where the fuck did he just go? Because we see the door open. And if we can see the other side of the door as the door's opening, but we can't see him when he goes through it, where the fuck did he just go? You know what I mean? So it's like, I was like, oh my God, I've never noticed that. Holy shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, doors usually represent Kai's power, which is teleportation. But only Kai can teleport. But we've noticed that when the eclipse is about, that's when their powers are the strongest. So it's like, you know, is the door the representation of them, like, traveling to another dimension? Or, you know, is that when they're meeting with their members in another place and time? Like, you know what I mean? So, but we don't know that stuff. Those are all the things that, like, we're theorizing. The flowers, for instance. What do the fucking flowers mean? Why were they stealing in Love Shot? They weren't worried about, like, robbing a bank or, like, robbing... Like, they were taking the flowers. Why are they taking the flowers? Loading them up in the trunk and hauling them off? Why in Love Me Right? Think of Love Me Right? Why in Love Me Right are Chen and Schumann concocting some crazy shit in this, like, center cube area with flowers all around them, looking like they're, like, in nature and stuff like that, and they're like with the masks on and, like, fucking, like, beakers and shit? Why is Chen surrounded by random ass flowers everywhere in EXO and Blooming Days MV? And there's flower representation everywhere there. Why in Mama and Hey Mama are they burning flowers in the fire? Like, there's just, like, what's happening? Like, what's going on? And what do the flowers have anything to do with it? So yeah, exactly. Lay heels with flowers. Like, it's so crazy. Like, there's so many, like, different things. Well, a lot of they burned the money because if they were infiltrating the, like, that gambling ring and they were, like, you know, trying to get rid of the money because that's what they were, you know, I guess trying to get rid of that ring's, like, power. And obviously they're in for it for, like, the money and stuff like that, and they were, like, corrupted, so they were burning the money because of that. So I get the burning of the money part, but yeah, anyway, it's crazy. And those are the things that we're talking about, how there's so much other stuff going on in these music videos that we can theorize about all day, but we have absolutely no clue at the end of the day what is what, because SM has never confirmed that part of it. So, I don't know. Crazy shit. Love potion. Well, but sometimes they're burning the flowers getting rid of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. They could have done so much with that, with their storyline. Still can, but they won't because it's SM and they're stupid. Crazy shit, y'all. Crazy shit. So, comic book perfumes. How the power orbs. The power orbs, like, they sold them at one point in time, and they even sold them as a set of 12 power orbs. They literally sold them at one point in time. Or maybe at that point in time, maybe it was a set of 9. I think at that point in time it was a set of 9 because it was during Power era. And it actually might have just been a set of 8 because during Power, Lay wasn't promoting during Power. So it might have actually been sold as a set of 8 now that I think about it. But yeah, they sold the power orbs and then they just stopped selling them. I think they made like a limited amount and then they stopped selling them. And it's like, hello? Like, I would buy an entire set of 8 right now if I could. That would be fucking amazing. Like, it's absolutely crazy. What happened? What was Poppy saying? I had someone kind of get mad that I was reacting to the MVs out of order, but I ignored it. I just want some new music, to be honest. Yeah, like, honestly, EXO's music hops around, like, their storyline hops around so much, nothing's in chronological order anyway. So, I mean, sure, could you watch it in chronological order? Sure, absolutely, but that doesn't mean that that's necessarily the correct way to watch it for the storyline. No, that's because the storyline's all over the place anyway. You know what I mean? So, I don't think there's a correct, for storyline purposes, there's not a specific correct way to watch it. So if that's what they're going for, then I don't think that makes any sense whatsoever. So yeah. Wait, what happened? I would love it if they did CBX lore. Oh my god, that would be amazing. The power orbs were concert merch only. Interesting. Which is, once again, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. The streaming ticket is only $30. Wait, what? Like the CBX concert? Streaming ticket's only $30? Really? I just paid $45 for GOT7s. By the way, speaking of, so, you guys know how, I will record, you know, online concerts and stuff like that so I can watch them and react to them later. And obviously, I know I'm not going to sit there and put something like that on a public server for just everybody to be able to see because it is paid content. So I will put that behind, you know, my Patreon, which is $1. Please don't get it twisted for anyone listening and thinking like, oh, so you're going to charge people for that stuff, blah, blah. It's a fucking $1. Calm down. My Patreon's only $1. I'm not out here charging to $10 for all my K-pop stuff like some other people do. I don't do that, guys. And this is for like the basic tier is only $1 and it's for everything K-pop related. I just added a second tier a year ago and that's for like movies and dramas. Because that is definitely takes more time to do. So anyway, okay. One second. Okay. Oh, I hope so. Okay. I'll have to try to figure that out then. Okay. Okay, thank you. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I'm the worst. So, Beyond Live. Beyond Live was the first person who ever hosted like the online concerts like we have them today. Super M was one of the first groups ever to host the online concert in 2020 during everything that was going on. And I've always watched concerts on Beyond Live. I've always I record them. Sometimes I'll watch them live as it's playing and react to it live as it's playing. But lately, just because, you know, obviously, like, I don't always have the time to watch a, you know, 2.5 hour long concert at 4 o'clock in the morning, which is when it usually airs, is at 4 o'clock in the morning because it usually starts at 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time. because it's usually streamed live with like a bit of a delay, and so the concerts there is going to start at 6 p.m. Korean Standard Time, so that means 4 a.m. for us. And I'm not going to react to something at 4. I don't usually react to something at 4 a.m. that's going to last a good 2.5, 3 hours, you know. So I'll record them, and then I'll have them on my computer saved to watch later and react to later, and then I'll put them on the Patreon. Like I said, my Patreon's just $1, but I have to put them in a secure place, because you can't just post something like that on YouTube. Neither, and I wouldn't either, because it was a paid for thing. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, right? And I've always done this. I've always watched this be on live. We've always done this. Now, all of a sudden, this is the second time I've tried it. I did it the first time, I think last week or the week before last with Suho and his concert. And now remember, I just did a Suho concert last year, and I recorded it with absolutely no problems. Everything was perfectly fine. And then when I tried to record the Suho concert a couple weeks ago, I literally spent the entire concert time trying to figure out how the fuck to record this. Because when I log in to be on live, it first of all immediately says this content is not supported. You know what? I can tell you exactly what it says so I don't summarize it. It says, wait, nope. Let's see. Oh, I may not have that one. Okay, I don't have the other thing that it says. When you first log in, and I'm using Chrome, okay? First log in to be on live on Chrome. And it says, this content is not supported by this browser. You need to switch to Internet Explorer and they list a couple other things that you can watch it on. But you cannot watch Beyond Live anymore on Google Chrome at all. Does not support it. So I'm like, that's fucking weird. I've never had to log into a completely different browser just to watch an online concert. Like, okay. So I was like, okay, well, let me open up my Explorer, because I have that on my computer as well. It's no big deal. I also have Firefox on my computer if I absolutely need to use that one, but I haven't used that one in like years, I don't think. So I open up Explorer, log in, get on that. Seems to be fine. Then I go to click on the video. And when I click on the video, it says, for stable streaming, you need to change your browser settings as follows. Browser settings, system and performance, turn on use graphics acceleration when available button. Graphics acceleration is the very thing you have to turn off in order to have a screen pop up with the video on your recording software. If you have your graphics acceleration on, yeah, sure, the sound will come through all day long, but the screen is blank, just a black screen. You have zero visual at all whatsoever. I learned that from you. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, oh yeah, they trying to stop you recording for real. Yeah, big time. Like, yeah. So, I think someone uploaded the whole concert on Google Disc or something. Fans do it for every EXO solo stuff for those who couldn't afford it. So I think you'll be able to find it if you can't record it. Well, so here's what I did. So literally I spent like the 2-hour long Suho like concert thing that he was doing. I spent the entire time trying to figure out how the fuck to get this to work. Again, yesterday, before GOT7's concert, tried to do it all over again to figure out how to get it to work. Nothing. I cannot, for the life of me, get any sort of recording software, whether it's OBS. I have like 3 different types of ways to record my screen on my laptop. Not a single one of them worked with the hardware acceleration on. And you can't play a video on Beyond Live without the hardware acceleration being turned on. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is all because it's on a computer. What if I watch it on like my iPad or like my phone? So I go to log in on my phone, and I go to log in on my phone, and I see it on my screen, and I go to turn on my screen recording on my phone, and it won't turn on. I go to something else instead. I go to like a YouTube video, and I turn on my screen recording. It's screen recording just fine. screen recording's not broken. It's working. It's working just fine. But it will not record while the Beyond Live video is playing. At all whatsoever. And I'm like, I'm Googling shit. I'm downloading extensions. I'm downloading different softwares. I'm trying to figure out a way to get this shit to record. Nothing's working. I then see a suggestion that says, why don't you try screen mirroring? I'm like, oh, maybe that could work. So I'm on my iPad, right? I screen mirror from my iPad. I screen project and screen mirror to my TV. So I'm on my iPad and I'm projecting what I'm watching to my TV. So I'm not directly watching it on the site on my computer. I'm not. I'm watching on my iPad and I'm just projecting what I'm watching onto my TV through screen mirroring. I then go to my OBS to record it. Black screen. Still doesn't. I'm like, how does it know? How does it know? I was like, I have tried everything. I was so annoying. I was annoyed. I was so annoyed because I was trying every single thing I could possibly think of. So, last ditch effort. So, couldn't do anything for a CEO's concert because I spent the entire time trying to figure out a different way to do it. Last night, still trying again, still couldn't figure out anything. Usually use my capture card, play it on my TV. I set OBS to video capture and record that. Alexia, can you DM me? Can you DM me, like, that whole process that you do? Because I can definitely try that for sure. Because, my God. So, last night I bought the GOT7 concert. Because I'm not going to miss GOT7's concert. Like, the next one will be a minimum of another 2 years, okay? We have 2 people going into the military. Minimum of 2 years before the next time they do something, okay? So, I'm not going to miss this. So, I bought the GOT7 concert last night. And, what do you use to do this stream now? OBS. Yeah, well, I use Streamlabs desktop. But I also have just regular OBS on my computer as well. So I have both. But what I'm doing here for streaming stuff and my normal video recording, I use Streamlabs. For my movie night with you guys on Patreon, I have to use regular OBS. Shout out to Austin, who helped me with that because, my God. So yeah. Anyway, so I got my tripod. I got my, my little desk cam that does the entire desk when I'm sorting things for you guys. I got my tripod. I got my desk cam. And I literally faced it at my TV and just turned off all the lights in here so there wasn't any crazy glares or anything on the TV, and tried to like lower like my background lighting, and I had to try to adjust settings to get the colors to look somewhat normal, and I literally just recorded my TV screen. So it's not the best quality. It's not going to be the best quality with having to do something like that. But like I literally could not figure out how to do it any other way. Like it was so frustrating. I mean, it was crazy how frustrating this was. I'm actually going to pull it up to see if I can show you. Let me pull it up to see if I can show you guys just like a visual of like what it looks like. 1 second. I wanna fly, baby, fly with you. Ooh. Yeah, like it's not gonna be like amazing, like quality, but like I don't think it's considering. I don't think it's bad considering. You know what I mean? Can't find any link for the GOT7 concert either, so maybe no one managed to record it. I'm telling you, man, that like Beyond Live. Like, the only way I could do this is to point a camera at my TV and fucking record my TV. Like, it was that ridiculous. It's that ridiculous. So, yeah, let me show you guys, like, what, I guess I can move you guys up here. Where is it? For what it is, I don't think it looks that bad. Like, considering. So, like, you know.
Ding, ding, like
Like, I don't think it looks that bad considering. You know? I mean, it's you have like your TV, like, you know. I don't want to obviously play too much because, you know. But like, I don't think it's considering I'm literally just recording my television. I don't think it's that bad, you know. So, yeah. They're adorable. So yeah, so I will be reacting to that soon on the Patreon. So once again, that was obviously not ideal, what I had to do just to get that fucking recorded. Not ideal. Why is it, okay, there we go. But I think considering the situation and what I was working with and trying literally everything I could possibly try, I don't think that was the worst that I could have gotten out of it.
You're so blue from that.
I know, because I had the whole blue screen. So
that's really annoying, though.
I tried
Like,
everything.
I always record like the fan meetings and stuff because they happen at 4 a.m.
Not at Beyond Live.
And I don't want to.
I don't know if Weverse is going to do the same thing. I think CBX is like a different site altogether. I think maybe Chanyeol's might be Weverse. I can't remember, but we're gonna find out if Weverse has the same thing going on, and if so, we are setting the tripod up and recording the TV again, because what the fuck am I supposed to do? Well, I have from last year. I have Suho's thing from last year, and he hasn't put out a new album since then, so I'm hoping like the one that he just did wouldn't be too different than the one that he did last year, because I still have to react to the one that he did last year. So Chanyeol has it on both Beyond and Weverse, so I think I'm going to try the one on Weverse, see how that turns out, and we will see. But yeah, that's the best I had. That's the best I got.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, and I get it. I get why Beyond Live did what they did. Like, I totally get it. I totally understand.
There's a lot of people that
like stream it and like try to like charge people for it, or they just put it completely out there for free for everyone when it should be a paid for thing. And you know, I only put it on my Patreon, and that's obviously just to a very small amount of people. In comparison to just putting it completely on the entire internet for everyone to access. So I get why they do it. Like, I totally understand it. And of course, mine isn't just the whole video. It's the video that's small on the screen with my face reacting to it. So it's not like I'm just putting the video by itself on the screen either. You have my voice and commentary over it. So you're, you know, so it's I think what I'm putting on is much different than if I was just reposting the entire concert for anyone to be able to access. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm, we'll see how the next one goes. And once again, if all else fails, then at the very least, I will record my TV. Because I don't think did you see it? I don't think it turned out that bad. So, and the audio, he is in the entrance to that little stand. That's his spot for the week. Where is he?
He just ran.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's where he's been this week. Yeah.
He loves that thing.
And I put Jill bars on her screen. What? So yeah. We'll figure it out. One way or the other. We'll figure it out, and we'll do our thing. Yeah. Taco ran down the hallway. I don't know where he is. He went that way. He'll come in here if he wants to. I don't know. He's been a little bit odd this week. He got pissed off at me earlier this week, and then I had to mother him, and he hated it. He fucking hated it. But I had to scold him. I had to mother him, be like, "Hey, it's not okay." He did not like that at all. He tried to, cause I was like, you know, kind of like, "Oh, I love you" type of thing. Well, apparently he did not want me to do that in that moment. And he was like, "Ah!" And he like bit my foot.
Like
hard. Like, he bit my foot hard. And I was like, hey! And I grabbed him, and I was like, absolutely not. And he was like, ah! And he did not want me to grab him. I'm just like, don't make that face at me. And I grabbed him by the scruff of his neck. I said, hey. And he's looking at me. He's like, and he's looking at me because I had him by the scruff of his neck. And I was like, no.
Absolutely.
I was like, absolutely not. You do not do that. I was like, if you don't want me to do that to you, then just, shake your head loose and I'll stop doing that. But we do this all the time. I was like, we do this all the time. And you've never done this. So if you have a problem with it, just get up. Or shake me loose, whatever. But you don't fucking bite the fuck out of my foot, asshole. It was so funny. And then, so I have him. And I went like this to his nose. I said, no. I said, you hear me? And he goes, very gently, he goes, I was like, don't try to bite my fucking finger now. And he didn't do it hard, but I was like, I'm literally scolding you for biting my foot. And you're going to go, to my finger? You little shit. I was like, I cannot believe you. I was like, what? I was like, I swear. Like a fucking stubborn ass child. Little fucking bitch. I love him so much, though. He's so cute. I can't. He was testing the waters, I swear. A little stinker. Anyway. He was definitely not saying sorry. Definitely not saying sorry. Yeah. I should know better, though. We can't have raw dog feet out anywhere around Taco. You can't have the dogs out around Taco. He will bite your feet.
Yes, he will. He will not care.
She has found that out. If you're walking, like, barefoot down the hallway, he's like...
Yeah, we've
like, nope.
We've had a fight in the hallway where he just stares at you. He's like...
He loves attacking feet. He loves getting feet.
It's all fun and games until you're asleep in mid.
You cannot be asleep in the middle of the night and have a foot outside the covers that don't have a sock on it.
He's like, ooh,
in the middle of, I cannot tell you the amount of times I have been like, fucking shit, and he just runs out of the room. I was like, that son of a bitch. He will bite the fuck out of your foot hanging off that side of the bed in the middle of the night. Wake your ass up in a heartbeat. Oh my God, a little stinker. He loves attacking feet. Loves it. Yeah. And normally, like I get it, like if he's being playful or something like that, but not in the middle of the sleep. In the middle of you being asleep, number one. Number two, not out of the fucking blue and then biting hard as fuck. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. Yeah, Brittany. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he does. He loves attacking feet. It's ridiculous. My cat loves fresh toes out of a sock or a shoe. Ew. Taco does love shoes. He actually loves shoes.
He loves to rub on them.
He loves rubbing and laying and loving on shoes.
If you have a flip-flop, guess what? He will bite it.
Mm-hmm.
He likes to bite plastic.
He does.
He's weird.
Like when y'all send boxes and there's like packing paper, plastic,
He'll
like
nibble on it.
He's like, and he just start chewing on it. I'm like, what are you doing?
You hear a noise and you look over and he's chewing on plastic, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's a special one. Taco Man.
He's fallen off the counter just one too many times.
Taco Man. They haven't seen him, I feel like, in forever because he hasn't jumped up here in a while.
He's
Taco. Taco. You know that bitch has his ears back because he hears me and he ain't coming.
I thought I heard him jump.
Taco baby, come here. Come here, baby boy. Come here. Well, come here. Come on. Come on. Hi. Come here. Yeah. Hold on. First of all, you have eye boogies. Let me get rid of those because that's not cute. Thank you for letting me get rid of those. I appreciate it. I'm wearing a black shirt. I don't know why I called you up here. I think I like to torture myself. Yeah. Do you forgive me from scolding you earlier this week? I don't know if I forgive you for biting the fuck out of my foot.
He's like, I'll do it again.
He would do it again. He's like, and what? Yeah. Anyway, so we talked about dumbass comments. Let's see what other tea we might have, you guys. 1 second. Let me see. Do you have any tea that you wanted to tap into real quick? Oh, he's taking control of the mouse. Hold on. He's literally just taking the mouse in his hand. Oh, get it? He's like attacking the mouse. Get it? Mouse. Cat, mouse. Okay. Anyway, what is this? What did I screenshot? I don't know. Do you have anything you said? Any dumb bullshit?
Let me pretend to look.
Okay.
Because I want to look at my screenshots. I almost made an impulse purchase yesterday.
Yeah, she almost bought a purse that looks exactly like the purse she has.
No, the one I have has strawberries on it. And that one's made out of that weird, like...
Oh.
That's made out of that weird, like, jean...
Yeah, it's made out of cloth.
This is not.
That's leather, and it's a Coach purse.
Beautiful!
It's a leather Coach purse with cherries on it. She has a cloth purse with strawberries on it. I thought it had cherries on it, though. It's strawberries. It's also a white background, but with strawberries on it. And it's cloth.
She's beautiful.
This one is white background, leather with cherries. I have that one. Yeah. It's very cute.
They have one that's like a shape like heart, but I'm like, that's not practical. You can't really hold a lot in it.
Yeah, a heart-shaped purse, yeah. I actually do have another comment. I had someone, and I don't think they were trying to come off this way. I'm not sure. But it was very annoying to... Number one, if I hardcore stan a group, like if I love a group and I stan a group and you don't see me post something the day a video comes out, there's a reason for it, okay? Because I'm usually really good about posting something the day a video comes out for any groups that like I like very much stan. But yeah, life happens sometimes, and sometimes we can't do that. Like, it just is what it is. And so Got7's Killing Voice came out on Wednesday, right? Wednesday? I'm pretty sure it was Wednesday.
No, it was Tuesday.
It came out on Tuesday, and I posted it on Wednesday. Wednesday was when we were able to react to it. Well, for those of you who don't know, I have had a literal hole in my roof and ceiling, just straight out to the elements, for 3.5 months. And this past week, the repairs were finally done, and I no longer have a hole in my roof. Hallelujah!
We did have debris everywhere.
Debris was everywhere. The cleanup process was actually crazy.
It took like a good 6 hours.
No, but yes and no, because there was still like more shit that needed to be, because like it was like a multi-day process of the repairs. Yeah. The repairs were a multi-day process. You know, someone coming in and out. Yeah, the cleaning itself was, you know, took forever, and that was actually on Tuesday evening. Me and her spent 6 hours after work working on getting that room cleaned, because there was a layer of like drywall dust and like on every single thing and on every single surface in that room. So, because although the area underneath the hole was cleared out, there was still a lot of stuff in that room. So every single thing in that room had drywall dust all over it. It was crazy. So everything. No, they did. Trust me, it looked like a fucking Dexter room up in that shit.
Yeah, and
but
it still got everywhere.
It still got everywhere. I can't even imagine how much worse it would have gotten if they didn't Dexter room it up. Anyway, there's a lot of shit in that room that had so much stuff over it. So literally, it took over 6 hours we weren't even quite finished after 6 hours. We were primarily finished, but not quite finished, but
at that point, it was 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I don't think we're doing Exos. I don't think we're doing Got7's Killing Voice tonight. And she's like, yeah, no. I'm like, yeah, I think I need to go to sleep. I was like, and I was like, we need to take Advil. Like, we're
And I
achy, we're
didn't.
sore, and you didn't, and you were hurting this.
Oh my
She
god,
was
I
like,
feel like I was 80.
she goes, I feel like an 80-year-old fucking woman.
Trying to get out of the chair at work.
Yeah, I was like, I told you to take Advil. So yeah, anyway. So yeah, so reacting to GOT7 the day it came out was not an option for us. There was too much stuff to do in our home in real time. Like there was shit that needed to be done. Like sometimes, surprise, surprise, life has to come before K-pop. I know it's a crazy concept for some people, but it does. Your job has to come before K-pop. Your home and your home life has to come before K-pop. Life has to take priority sometimes. Exactly. So, anyway, but even with that being said, we reacted to it the next day. So we still reacted to it the next day and posted it the next day. We just didn't do it the day of. So, not a big deal. And at the very beginning of my reaction, I said, we're 1 day late on this, you guys. I'm so sorry. We really want to react to this yesterday. However, said the thing about the hole and how I don't have a hole anymore. Hallelujah. So we couldn't do it yesterday, but we are here today to do it. Let's go. I said that in the beginning of my reaction. And I had one person comment and they said, why only now? I waited for your reaction. It's been days. I watched maybe 10 other reactors already. LOL. And they left multiple other comments that were actually about the video, and I hearted those comments. But this comment was so frustrating to read. So incredibly frustrating to read. So I commented, and I said, your comment comes off very demanding and entitled. I know you probably didn't mean it that way, but I want you to know how it seems to someone reading it. First thing, it hasn't been days. It was literally released Tuesday, and I uploaded this on Wednesday. Second, did you listen to my intro? Because I said why it wasn't uploaded on the same day of release. Third, sometimes things happen in life that might have to take priority over K-pop, and there's nothing wrong with that. Fourth, I don't owe anyone anything within a specified amount of time. I am sharing my experience and enjoyment of something on my channel, and that does not require it to be done within a specific time frame. Please remember that people have full-time jobs, as well as shit going on in their life, so reactions will not always come out when you want them to. Understanding and patience is appreciated. And they never commented back or anything like that. Oh, but no, Taco. Why are you going to leave us so soon? Why so soon? I know, but you just got here. They want to spend more time with you. Yeah. Taco, I love you. Do you know that? Do you even know? Bite her toe, Taco. Shut up. Oh. Especially because I don't have socks on right now, so no. No. Come here. Yeah. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so yeah, it's just frustrating because it's like, once again, it's just frustrating because it's, what do they mean it was days? Exactly. It wasn't days. It's been days. Yeah,
it was the next day.
It literally was released yesterday, and I'm posting it the next day. Calm the fuck down. Yeah, I don't know. It's just frustrating when you're doing your best and, you know, because, like, do you think I wanted to wait an entire day before being able to see that video? No. I wanted to react to that the second it fucking came out. Well, guess what? When it came out, I was at work. And guess what I did after work? I cleaned a room for over 6 hours. So, do you think that's what I wanted to be doing? No, but that's what needed to be done. And I did the thing that was the highest priority over the thing I wanted to do, because that was the responsible thing to do. So, you know, it's very frustrating. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they were trying to be sarcastic, like, oh my God, why now? It's been so long, blah, blah, blah. It didn't come off as sarcasm. It came off as entitled, and, like, it was very frustrating. entitled and insensitive is how it came off. And it's just very frustrating. Taco, you got hair all over me. Anyway. What, Stephanie? Well, when you lose the roof to your house, you needed to make sure there were no baby birds sealed in. Stephanie, what the hell are you talking about? I had a tarp on it so no critters could come in. Water would still come in every time it rained.
Oh my god, there was a bucket. You guys don't understand. The thunk when that water hit the bucket was so
loud. So loud. Yeah, so loud. Oh, baby birds. I got 6, got 7. Oh, I missed that. My bad, girl.
She thought you was crazy.
I definitely thought you were crazy. I had no idea what the fuck you were talking about. Anyway, my bad. So yeah, it's just very frustrating when you're just doing your best out here and people are just kind of being like demanding.
Asshole.
Especially because like one of the other comments they had was, next video it needs to be blah 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 blah. And it's just like, you're already like, why so long for this video? And you're like, okay, well, next you need to do blah, blah, blah. Like, don't fucking tell me. That right there is going to make me never want to do what you want me to do. Don't fucking tell me how to run my channel. Like, I hate that shit. I will watch what I need to watch, what I feel like watching, what I want to watch, in whatever time frame I feel like doing it. Like, it's just obnoxious, to be honest. Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just an asshole. I don't know, but it's frustrating. Yeah. I am very excited to see. I was watching a reaction the other day, and she immediately was just like, if you don't like pausing, you're more than welcome to leave right now. And I'm like, yes! And it's anytime I hear anyone say that when I'm watching a reaction for the first time, I'm like, abso-fucking-lutely, you tell them. I love it so much when I hear someone say that in a reaction, because and the person was just like, you know, this is my first time getting into this group. I am going to pause. I am going to, you know, rewind. I am going to talk about everything. I'm doing all of that. And I'm going to probably rewatch it again for a second time and pause and talk and do all of that because I'm interested in getting into this group. And so I'm diving in. So that's what we're doing here. If you don't like that, that's fine. You could leave this channel. And I was like, fuck yes, absolutely. Do your channel how you want to do your channel. There are plenty of other channels out there who don't pause and have 4-minute long video reactions for a 3-minute long video. Go watch them. You know? To me, that's not exciting. I don't want to watch a 4-minute long reaction video to a video that's 3 minutes long. That's not exciting to me. That means you just sat there and was like, okay, cool, yeah, if you guys want me to watch anything else, just let me know. Yeah, I thought that was great. Like, that's just not exciting to me, you know? But to each his own. Some people like quick, and they just want to see the look on someone's face when they watch something, and that's all that they want. I don't know. Oh my god, seriously. My nose is itching because I have one of his hairs inside of my nose. I got Caitlin's notification. Yay! Exactly. It's not a reaction. That's a watch along. Yeah, I never said this was a watch along. No, but it's just a reaction. I'm gonna be pausing and talking. So it is what it is. Anyway, so yeah, I was just frustrated with that comment. So of course I had to comment back, but you know, once again, I think they were trying to either be funny or maybe they weren't. They were really meaning it. But either way, nope. So guys, you know how hold on one second. You know how I need to get a passport?
Mm-hmm.
How I've been needing to get a passport. Well, now I need to get a passport.
Yep.
It's like more important than ever to get a passport right now. In the US. It's more important than ever to get a passport right now. Number 1. Number 2, now I'm
He's like, yeah, I'm done with this.
Anyway, he's so cute. Now I'm at the point where I'm just like, I need to do it. It is what it is. I need to do it. I need to request a copy of my birth certificate. That's the first thing I have to do because you have to have that for your passport. So that's the first thing I have to do because I know it's here somewhere, but I don't know where the fuck I put it. And I've switched shit around between these 3 rooms so many fucking times over the last 2 years. I have no idea which drawers.
In the cubicles that we just pulled out. Because there's all those papers in there. You never know.
I don't think it's there.
It's worth a shot.
I don't know. Anyway, I think I'd rather just fucking pay and get one and to spend the amount of hours it's going to take to try to find one and still maybe not even locate it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather just go get one. I feel like I had it with my office stuff. It was in a file folder with my office stuff. So I think it might be in one of my drawers there or down in my cubby down here.
Good,
I don't know.
I would
at least try looking there. I'm not going to dig in any of the boxes though.
Check those stuff before paying for it.
Anyway, so I'm worried because with everything that's fucking going on in this country right now, any form I have ever filled out since I was young, any form that's ever been filled out for me, any form I've ever filled out, I check off Hispanic on my box because I'm Hispanic. My mother has always said, you check off Hispanic. I mean, I'm also white. Yes, technically could I check off white? Yes. But everything my whole life, it's always been Hispanic. I've always checked off Hispanic. So maybe I do need to check to make sure to see what my birth certificate says because I need to make sure it matches my birth certificate. But because of what's going on in our fucking country right now, I'm scared that I'm not even going to be able to get a passport simply because I'm Hispanic. And if you know, you know, and if you don't know, be happy you don't know. But the state of our fucking country right now is horrible. It's awful. It's disgusting. It's horrible what's being done to people. It is just, people live every day literally in fear. And it is disgusting and horrible that people are literally scared to leave their homes because they don't know what might happen to them if they do. That is horrible. It's just so frustrating. So frustrating. And so I'm going to try to get my passport. But honestly, I'm just oh my God, what if they won't even give me a passport all of a sudden? Simply because, well, A, I'm a female. And well, we know how they feel about females. And B, I'm Hispanic. So I need to see what it says on my birth certificate. I think it says Hispanic on my birth certificate. If it says white Hispanic on my birth certificate, maybe I could check off white on my passport. But the fact that I'm even having to think oh, well, maybe I should. I have always checked off Hispanic because that's part of who I am my entire life. And for the first time in my life, I'm ooh, maybe I should have to, maybe I need to hide that part of me. That is awful. To even have to feel that you have to hide a part of yourself. It's just disgusting. It is disgusting. I don't think they can deny me that either, but you just don't know because they're denying people passports. I don't know if you guys have heard the stories, but this has happened multiple times now. A trans woman went to get her passport renewed. Already has a passport, just needs to renew it because it's expiring. Okay? She goes to get her passport renewed. They denied her because her passport said female, but her birth certificate said male. And they said the two don't match, and so therefore they're going to deny it. And at this point, she was just okay, fine, it's whatever. You can put male on it. I just need my passport renewed. Put whatever you need to put on it. That's fine. I get it. It's fine. Whatever. Just put whatever you need to put on it. I just need my passport renewed. So the person goes back, talks to the manager comes back out and says, I'm sorry, but we can't issue you your passport that says male on it. And then she was like, okay, but I was just told that you can't do it with it saying female on it. And they're like, yeah, that's right. And she's like, so you can't renew my passport to say female, but you also won't renew my passport to match my birth certificate that says male. So you're just telling me I can't get a passport at all. They're like, I'm sorry, but at this time right now, we can't give you a passport. Literally denying this person who is a U.S. citizen a passport. Completely denying them a passport. So when people are just like, well, if you don't like what's going on so much, then fucking leave. Why don't you just leave the country? Move somewhere else if you don't like it. You know what? What if you can't? These people are literally in fear every day because of what's going on in this country. And they want out. And they can't leave because they're being denied their passport.
Not only that, leaving is also a very big privilege to have.
Yeah, not everyone can just pack up and fucking go.
Like, that's the thing, like, when the hurricanes were happening and stuff, they were like, why don't you just leave? And I'm like, do you understand how much money it would take for me to be able to leave, to go anywhere?
Mm-hmm.
There's, like, if you're leaving the country, that's flight, that's hotels.
Even if you're leaving just to another state, you have to stay somewhere. Like,
right, like, it's not just free.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly, Heather. Picking up Native Americans. The people we literally stole this country from. The people who are native to America. Literally picking them up, questioning their citizenship. What do you mean? Where the fuck are you gonna deport them to, bitch? This is their land. This is their land. Where the fuck would you send them to? Like, it's insanity. It's actual insanity. I am. So once again, I said before, I haven't really been on I haven't been posting on a social media like a ton. And part of the reason why is because a bunch of times when I'm on social media, I'm seeing a lot of this stuff going on. With the stuff that we're talking about. I'm seeing a lot of that shit going on. And it's very overwhelming. And you have just this overwhelming feeling of wanting to do something. Like, wanting to do something about it. But it's like, what are I'm gonna
No, you're good.
Why? She doesn't want to be on camera now. All of a sudden she gets this way. By the end of the day, she's like, I'm good. But like, you get this overwhelming feeling of wanting to do something, but it's also just like, but you can't what am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
And it's just it's this horrible like feeling of helplessness, frustration, anger, like anxiety, stress. Like, it's just it's such a crazy like amount of feeling.
Opposite side of people who are cheering with joy that all of this is happening.
Disgusting. It's just frustrating. Because like you said, you see people online. You see the disgusting ones who are just like, yeah, fuck the blah, blah, blah. You see those people. Mm-hmm. But then you also see the people online who, like, see what's going on as a necessary means to a better future. And they truly do 100% in their mind. I don't know if they're fucking brainwashed or what, but they truly believe in their mind that this just is what has to be done right now because of the long-term plan. You know, it's going to be better in the long run. We just have to get through this rough patch now. And I know it sucks right now, but, you know, there's a vision for the future. It's going to be better. Like, they literally think this. They literally think that. And it's like, oh, honey, no. Sad part is members of my family think that. And do you understand how incredibly frustrating that is? I hear you, Brittany. Yeah. It's just the amount of... It only took the German man 53 days to become a full-blown dictator, by the way. It can happen so fast. Mm-hmm. Well, we are how many days in? Like 2 weeks in? Less than? Yeah. So, exactly, Heather. Yeah. And his wife is an illegal immigrant. Not illegal, sorry. His wife is an immigrant. His son is born from a woman who is not from this country. So it's like the hypocrisy is just insane. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. And like the people, these, you know, these like fucking good old boy, you know, white man assholes online that I've seen, like telling, you know, cussing people out and calling everybody every slander under the sun as if they're fucking superior. And like saying like, you know, go back to your fucking country. Bitch, why don't you go back to your fucking country? Because you're not from this country either. Your family ain't from this country either. Mm-hmm. So like, when are we gonna stop being hypocrites here?
I'm so happy that like the rare times I do get on TikTok now, the only time I see that is if someone is duetting it to mm-hmm. like say something.
Yeah.
Because dear God.
It's just crazy that like I just exactly. He hates immigrants unless he can marry them. Facts. Oh, but only European immigrants. I guess those are the only acceptable ones in his book. Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Disgusting, man. I just... Yeah, Elon Musk is South African. He immigrated to the U.S. Like, it's so hypocritical. The hypocrisy is insane. Insane. I just don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's crazy to me. Oh, whoops. I was like, why is that not as... It wasn't on the hottest setting. Anyway, I'm going to try to get my passport as soon as possible just because I think it's good to have one if I ever do want to travel or go somewhere else. I'm able to. So I'll tell you guys how that whole process goes. Hopefully it goes smoothly.
I'm really hoping so.
We will see. I don't know. Yep. Yeah, the tariffs that are about to be imposed, did they start yet? Or they're starting like any day?
Someone said they're supposed to start on Monday.
Yeah, I think on Monday they're supposed to start. I was about to say it's supposed to be like any day now. Yeah. And that's on top of everything else that he's already starting to impose.
Yeah, I got when I went to the grocery store today.
Oh, how much were the eggs when you bought them?
I brought a brand I've never even heard of for eggs. Thankfully, I think it was only like $8
for like a 12 pack.
Yes,
but some random brand you've never heard of.
It was some random.
How much was the regular?
I looked at this and I looked at the man stocking the eggs and I said, "Is that for real?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "I'm gonna walk away for a second. Why is a 12 pack of eggs $18?
Nah, dude. Please tell me you're fucking joking.
I looked at that and I looked at him and I was like, for real though?
I bought the Walmart brand at 18 pack today for $6.67. Heather, I don't know where you're at, but that's not here. Mm-hmm. Where you at? Publix or Winn-Dixie?
Winn-Dixie.
Winn-Dixie. 18 pack of eggs for 12 pack of eggs for $18. We need to go to the person down the street from my brother who has chickens and sells them. There's a person, because my brother lives out in the country, and there's a person down his little country dirt road that he lives down, and they have a little sign by their little fence post, and it says, farm fresh eggs, for sale. And I'm like, we need to drive down that fucking street and get our eggs from them. I'm not joking. like, we can go out there, spend a little bit of time with my mom and my dad, grab some eggs on the way back, or even on the way there, grab some eggs, put them in their fridge while we're there, and then leave and take them on our way back. That's where we need to buy our fucking eggs from.
Yeah, Canada.
Because that's insane.
And Mexico said that they're implementing retail.
Yeah. They're going to be like, oh, you want to fuck with us? We can fuck with you back. Like, and I don't blame them as a country. I don't blame them for doing that. It just sucks that all of us are going to feel he's not going to feel the effects of it. He isn't going to give a fuck about the effects of it because it doesn't affect him or his billionaire buddies. All of us, it's going to affect.
Priscilla, there is a shortage of eggs because of the
bird flu, right
now, which is to be expected.
Yeah. I eat eggs. Like, I eat eggs for breakfast. I eat, like, hard-boiled eggs in my salads. I love egg salad. I love, like, get hard-boiled eggs and mash them up, make egg salad out of it. I freaking, eggs. I use eggs if I want to bake something. Usually have to have an egg with it. So yeah, I mean, I definitely use eggs in this house, that's for sure. But man, it's just, I love egg salad. It's delicious.
If anything,
just don't put relish in it.
Start getting eggs from Sam's Club.
Oh, apparently online it says one price and it shows that it's available, but then when you actually go to, like, purchase it or, like, go there to pick it up, it's all of a sudden not available and it's not the same price. It's, like, way more expensive. I've heard that too. When you go to, like, buy, like, eggs and stuff like that, the more expensive stuff online.
It says the eggs aren't even available on Sam's Club. Not for shipping, pickup, or delivery.
Probably in store only because of the shortage.
Well, typically, if you can do in store, you can do pickup because they do like Shoppers where they'll do curbside pickup.
Yeah, but because of the shortage, you might have to physically be in person. I don't know. I can't imagine. Like, think about the businesses, like baking businesses, bakeries. And stuff like that use God knows how many eggs for their, like, all the stuff that they do.
Have to raise their prices,
especially like mom and pop bakeries and stuff like that.
Some more businesses are going to go out of business.
It's just crazy.
Most businesses right now are even just struggling in general to stay open.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, I haven't been posting a lot online because a lot of the times when I'm online, I'm seeing a lot of stuff that has to do with all of this, and it's very overwhelming. It's very scary. Like, I just think of, like, my friends. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, but isn't it LGB is
what the fuck?
All that is being recognized now. They've changed it. They've changed it on all their different sites and stuff like that, like the government has. They have taken out T and Q and plus. They've taken that out. They refuse and will not recognize transgender people. They have removed that completely. It's now just LG and B.
For how long, though?
It's fuck, man. Yeah, I don't even, like, what do you even say to that? Yeah, exactly. It's been almost 2 weeks. The CDC isn't communicating about any health related anything. If there's any outbreaks going on in the world, if there's any exactly. Like, there's an outbreak in Kansas of tuberculosis.
I heard about that.
Tuberculosis. There's an outbreak in Kansas with people having tuberculosis. I literally sent that to Austin because he lives in Kansas. Kansas is like, well, holy fuck, that's my state. And I'm like, yeah, and you wouldn't even know about it, would you? Yeah. Because no one's talking about it because they're not reporting on it. Because they put a ban on the CDC to report any health anything right now. So the CDC can't update, like they have no communication with the rest of the world to communicate and report back on the shit going on health-wise in the world right now. So we're not getting information we need to get in regards to what the fuck is going on. Usually they post, I don't know if it's monthly or weekly. I think it's weekly. They post like the births and the deaths, like all of like the rates of like the ratios and the rates of everything like that's happening. They post all the statistics of everything going on. They haven't, it's the first time in I don't even know how many fucking years, like I mean like decades and decades, that they haven't posted an update, like their normal like weekly update, that they haven't posted it. Exactly, ahead, like cutting informational, like pertinent information that is needed, cutting that off so that you don't know what's going on, controlling the media that you take in. Yeah, 2 fatal plane crashes in 1 week. Shit's
oh my God,
fucking
I saw
crazy.
the second one from someone's
Yeah, DoorDash cam.
yeah, I was like, holy.
I've seen it from like 10 different fucking cameras.
They were
by
like
now.
going out of the house, and then all of a sudden you
And
see.
they freaked out. They ran back inside.
That is insane.
Mm-hmm. And of course, all these people. I think the most disgusting thing I've seen is his reply. His reply to the way he handled the press conference after the first helicopter plane crash. It was turning the hell before anyone even had any information on the people involved in the plane crash, the people who were on the plane, before even getting any solid information on who they were, what happened, who was in charge of anything, before even getting any of that information, he immediately starts putting the blame on DEI, and talking about how the people, the last administration just hired anybody for this job, but this job requires people of higher intellect, and because of the DEI. I'm like, so you're telling me that because they accept people of different races and stuff like that's why this happened? Because you don't think they're mentally capable of handling things? What are you saying here, buddy? Like, immediately starts blaming DEI in the middle of mourning the loss of all of these people, and he turns it into some political bullshit to try to fit his agenda. When the funny thing is, the people who were on the plane were white. They were not people on the plane, but the people like in the helicopter and stuff like that. They were fucking white. Like, the pilots were white. So all the bullshit he said wasn't even true. Like, and then he also talks about all the shit. He was the one who fired all these people, like, in the aviation, like what the FAA, what the fuck is it called? I have it written down. Yeah. January 20th, he fired the FFA director. January 21st, he had a freeze on air traffic controller hiring. They put a freeze on hiring any air traffic controllers.
Yeah, he also wants to get rid of.
He also, the next day, disbanded the Aviation Safety Advisory Committee. The next day, disbanded the Aviation Safety Advisory Committee. Then, less than 6 days after that, they offered buyouts and retirements demand letters sent out to existing employees, trying to demand for them to retire and buy them out and give them a little bonus if they retired early. You have no one to operate shit as is. You've put a freeze on hiring. You've already fired the director of the FAA. You've disbanded the Safety Advisory Committee of Aviation. And now you're trying to get people to leave and retire early. Who's going to work the jobs if you get rid of all of them? And then After that, the next day, first American midair collision in 16 years.
Mm-hmm. He's also trying to get rid of the TSA. He wants the airlines to be able to do what they want, for screening before someone gets on a plane.
It's disgusting that he sat there and tried to point fingers.
There's cases of tuberculosis
in Columbus, Ohio.
Wow.
Exactly, Aaliyah. Here's the thing. It's not about safety. It's not about pro-life, protecting the babies. It's not about safeguarding our country against illegal immigrants and criminals. No, it's about control. It's about control. Because if you actually gave a fuck and actually were pro-life, you would not let hundreds of mothers die because you refuse to make it legal for a doctor to properly operate on them if their pregnancy is going so bad. Like, they literally have a dying fetus inside of them. The child is dead. It is now toxic inside of their body and has to be removed, and a doctor can't do shit. Or else he will lose his license as a doctor, because those are the rules now. That's the law now. So you have women getting so sick to the point where they are literally dying because they cannot legally be operated on because a child is involved. A baby, a fetus is involved. Don't tell me you are pro-life when you're willing to let a mother, a daughter, a wife, a woman die. Don't fucking tell me you're pro-life. The amount of women who are losing their lives or becoming so deathly ill over situations like this because no one will help them because they can't. It is actually insane. It's literally murder. It's murder.
They'd have to care about women to care.
Yeah, they have to care about women.
Which they don't.
No. They want to force us to have children, but yet don't actually give a shit about what happens after you have that child, or what happens to you during you trying to have that child. They don't care about you. They just want you to they want to, get rid of anyone who's not fucking white, and they want these, white women to have a bunch more babies. It's insane. They just see us as breeders, and it's disgusting. Like, a doctor from New York is getting charged for giving abortion pills. They're deporting pro-Palestine protesters. I'm reading your comments, by the way, guys. I want to have a child, but I'm scared. Yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, yeah. That's another thing I just heard. They will now start limiting anesthesia during surgeries. The insurance company are the ones that will determine how long an operation, like a surgical procedure, is supposed to take.
As if things don't come
And if it takes longer than the amount of time it should take, according to the insurance company, any anesthesia that has to be given past that allotted time, the person has to pay for.
Which is insane. As hospitals aren't expensive as it is.
The amount of money that would cost is actually insane. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. So that's the new thing now. Yeah, that's the new thing now.
Which is so crazy because, yes, some operations do have standard times of how long it takes.
But shit goes wrong all the time.
Things happen. They may get inside and find more things that are wrong
exactly.
that they have to take out or they
exactly.
have to fix.
shit goes crazy in
People's
surgeries all the
bodies are
time.
not-
They find shit that they should not find. They find more damage than they need to find. They realize that the damage is more extensive than they thought it would be, or there's just complications in general. They didn't react well to something, and now they have to do something else. Like, it's yeah, non-medical people estimating how long surgery should be. Yeah, insurance. Oh, and guess what company? Guess like what, like, subsidiary, like what hub? United Healthcare. United Healthcare. You know, the guy that the CEO just got killed. Yeah, that company. Apparently they didn't learn. I don't think they don't care clearly, and they didn't learn clearly. Yeah. Mhm. It's horrible. Here's the thing. Let's be real. Elon Musk won this won this presidency. Like, him and Trump. They're the ones running shit.
Him and his first lady.
Yeah. Trump and his first lady Elon. It's just crazy to me, man. I just don't understand. Good, Paige. They need to. Yeah, exactly, Leah. It's funny because I actually said, was it a year? It was either a year or two ago. I said, I feel like this country is going backwards. What the fuck is going on? We are moving backwards. I said that. It was definitely a year ago. Could have been longer. Could have been almost 2 years ago at this point.
And now we are projecting back.
We are propelling.
Yes.
Like,
very quickly.
So fast. It's just crazy. I don't know what that is, D. What, Charlene? I did not hear that.
I did hear that.
It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting.
They're also trying to end no-fault marriages now. So
you can't get a divorce?
Can't get a divorce. You know, even if you're being abused.
Like, why would you want to marry someone right now? Because it's at the point.
A lot of people have been talking, though, like speaking with their husbands, like, basically, like, if this, like, we should get a divorce. Like, I've seen so many people on TikTok, like openly talking with their spouse, like, at this point, like, I know that I trust you and I know that I love you, but I don't know what's going to happen. So in that case, like, I think we should get a divorce. Because
at this point, they're making it so if you are married, the husband is the one who will make decisions, even for you as a person. Like, the husband has to approve. Like, just like how it used to be back in the day when women didn't have rights. That's literally what they're doing. They're going back to that. Like, little by little, it's happening. Yeah, back to the 1920s. Yeah, they're so adamant Project 2025 wasn't real. And we all said, this is what's going to happen. And once again, we have people who truly believe that this is just a means to an end. It'll be better in the long run. Like, we just have to get through all this crap right now, and I know it's awful and these horrible things right now, but it's all for the good that'll come later from it. Like, they truly believe this. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, but no. Like, and you want to know what I think is really funny? You know, you have like major Christians who are just like, Trump this, Trump that. What I find is hilarious? These people, these Christians for Trump or whatever, he didn't even put his hand on the Bible when he was inaugurated. Like, didn't even put his hand on Obama even put his hand on the Bible when he was inaugurated. Every single president has. Trump didn't even put his hand on the Bible when he was inaugurated. Because let's be real. Trump thinks he is God. He thinks he's above it all. He thinks he's above all of it. And so I just find it interesting that all these people are just like, oh, Trump this, Trump that, Christians for Trump. Yet he's doing all these things that the Bible tells you not to do. Like, let me see if I can find the post that I saved. Ooh. Okay, that's... Tell me my shit's not listening to me.
But TikTok is the problem. It listens.
This is Instagram. Instagram. First Daiso in Florida, in Tampa Bay. Literally, there's an ad right now. Tell me your phones aren't fucking listening. That is insane. Florida's first Daiso, now open in Tampa. Tell me our phones aren't listening right now. Like, that is crazy. That's crazy. I haven't even opened what you sent to me, Stephanie. I haven't even opened that. It's just crazy. It's ridiculous. Hold on, let me go into my saved. Let me see. Let me find it. Where is it? Man, I don't see it. Maybe it wasn't here. Maybe it was on TikTok. Hold on. Y'all, I have a folder on both Instagram and TikTok labeled GovBS that I've just been saving stuff to.
I'll see. The first thing I see that I saved was this stupid bitch.
How do I get to my folders? Collections. There we go. GovBS. There we go. I don't see it. It was a preacher. And he basically was just talking about, like, I don't remember, the Bible saying this and saying that. What I do remember is the Bible telling us to love thy neighbor. And what I do remember is the Bible saying this and that. So if you want to, be a good Christian like you claim to be, but yet you want to support Trump, I don't see how both can go hand in hand. Because he's doing the things that the Bible tells us not to do. So are you a Christian for Trump or are you Christian for Jesus? Like, which one are you? Like, because I don't see how you can be both at this point. Not with the things that he's doing. He's doing things to outwardly and actively harm other people. Harm innocent people. And this is someone who clearly isn't even a Christian himself, didn't even put his hand on the Bible during inauguration, yet you want to be like, oh, he's the best thing since sliced bread. Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm not even going to talk about the Roman salute bullshit. Bullshit. And how dare he with saying shit about autism. He'd go fuck himself.
No, he didn't say. Other people did.
Whatever, either way.
He's a weird, awkward guy.
The people that will try to excuse away all the actions, he would have been fucking arrested in so many other countries, like Australia, like Germany, if he made that gesture in either of those countries plus others, he would have been arrested on the spot because they know what that was. My heart goes out to you. Really? Because when he actually did make that my heart goes out to you type gesture, he did like this. There's a whole other video. He knows what, oh, my heart goes out to you. He's done that before in another video where he was on stage talking with his people and he did this little gesture. He knows what, oh, my heart goes out. He knows the difference between what the fuck he did and saying, oh, my heart goes out to you. He only said that after the fact because he realized what he did. on national television. So he had to say something to try to like excuse it off so people could be like, oh, look, it's not what he meant. Doing that gesture so aggressively. And the funny thing is, you have these radicals and these actual like how do I say, I don't know exactly what I can say without getting this taken down, the stream taken down, but you have people who are not seeing the you have people who are not seeing groups that recognize what he did. And it was like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, woohoo. So it's funny because they think he did it too. So what are we excusing away? Because they recognized that. Those people who were in those groups recognized that symbol as it being what it was and is cheering him on for it. So how are we excusing away that, oh, that wasn't what it was, really? Because the people who are in that group recognize that's what it was. People who live in Germany recognize that's what it was and said, oh my God, what is happening in your country? Holy shit.
They're like, are you guys okay? Like, I'm actually scared for you.
They said he did it. Germany said he did it. Yep. Survivors, yep. They said he did it. He did it. Exactly. I know those people are just like, oh, I'm not afraid to do it too. Here we go. They don't even do it the same way he did it. They're such fucking cowards.
Listen.
And most of the people who have done it have fucking lost their jobs because of it. Because what the fuck are you doing? Yeah. That one person who was like, well, I voted for Trump and I know that he didn't mean for all this to happen to us, but you know, my wife just got a job with the blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden now that job has a freeze on blah blah blah, so we've already sold our home and packed up all of our stuff and on our way to our new home, and now my wife doesn't have a job anymore, and I know he didn't mean to do that to us. He would never do that to us. That's not who he was targeting. But we got, you know, we're in the middle of it now, and I need this message to go to him so he can fix this. Bitch, he doesn't give a fuck about you. No. He does not give a fuck about you. But it's cute that you think he does.
Or the lady on TikTok who was like,
really cute.
I voted for him, and you know, he's a good Christian boy, blah blah blah.
He's clearly not a good Christian boy.
My husband, who's from the UK, is getting deported.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, I know.
This is what you voted for. Congratulations. Anyway, I need to stop talking about this. We need to stop talking about this because it's frustrating and scary, and this is just what my head's been filled with a lot lately. And so it's hard to post normal things on social media. And I'm still doing reactions. I'm still like, you know, trying to enjoy, you know,
something.
Yeah, I'm still trying to enjoy the things, but like it's just scary. I mean, like I literally have like my cousin and her wife, and it's like they're legally married. Are their rights going to get taken away, and are they going to deem their marriage?
Going to be okay?
Is Sandy, who is from Jamaica and has her legal papers and working as a nurse in Connecticut, is she going to be okay? Or are they going to try to deport her, even though she did everything she was supposed to do to be here legally, and she's a nurse, she works in a hospital, she's you know, she's a contributing member of society. Like, it's just, these are the things that you're constantly thinking about, like, and it's, you know, and not to mention all the people who like are really affected by that, who like, you know, their mother is from another country, but their mother is there with them because they were born here. But remember, birthright citizen's not a thing anymore. So are they going to be deported even though they were born here because their mother is from somewhere else? And
Everyone
it's
should be
like,
deported.
it's scary. It's fucking scary. I told my mom that's what she voted for when she mentioned parents getting taken from their child, and she got sad about it. It's the reality, though. You know, this is what you voted for, and it fucking sucks for everyone involved. Everyone that's going to be affected because of all these prices that are about to increase. There's produce literally sitting in fields just rotting away because there's no one to work the fields.
People are too afraid.
They're too scared to go to work. Produce is just rotting in fields. There's hardly any that are actually being distributed to grocery stores. We're going to be, seeing like empty shelves in grocery stores soon because we're going to see the effects of no fresh produce coming in. Yeah, they'll just continue to go up.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
it's gonna make things harder for people that already have to.
People who are already struggling with buying groceries, and it's you know what this is gonna do. You know what, this is the funny part. I say sarcastically. All this is gonna do is make the shitty cheap food the stuff that's more affordable, which means that's the stuff that a lot of low income families will still continue to buy. And even if they were trying to do better, they're going to have to revert back to shit food because that's the thing that's the most affordable, which is not good for us to eat, which puts more bullshit in our bodies, which makes us more overweight or prone to diabetes and all this stuff because of all this shit food that we're having to consume because that's the only thing that's affordable and you have to feed your family. And what does that in turn make us have to do? Go to the doctor. And whose pockets does doctors and medical bills stuff, whose pockets does that line? Oh, all of his friends and all of his little billionaire friends. Like, it's this circle. It's this disgusting, toxic circle. And it's just... Yeah. Do you know the amount of things exactly? The amount of things that we get from China. The amount of things we get from China. What?
You sound like this to me when you said that.
What?
The amount. How you said
the
it.
amount of things we get from China.
The way that she says when she tries to whisper and she gets.
I did that weird thing.
When you said the amount, that's what
I don't like it.
You sound like your sister.
Anyway, yeah, the amount of things we get from China are astronomical.
Again, yes.
And China's gonna retaliate against this bullshit.
Yeah.
And the bottom line is, I don't think he's going to care because at the end of the day, he can afford anything that happens. It doesn't affect him. He's not going to care. If anything, that's going to be good for him because it's going to increase the separation. The middle class will stop existing. The middle class will become the lower class. And it'll be more and more of separation between the rich and the poor. The middle class will cease to exist, and there'll just be rich and poor. And he's going to continue doing what he does and not give a shit because it doesn't affect him.
Canada
it's going to.
They will no longer be selling U.S. liquor on their shelves.
Which, like, I want to say it's like what? 60% or like maybe 40%. I did see that. That's in the middle of winter. That's the shit that's going to be crazy. The states that are going to be affected on the border, that are going to be affected by Canada shutting off the power, which I know that Canada needs to do what they need to do. I get that, to take a stand against what's happening, and I get that. But in the middle of winter, I just can't imagine these families that are going to be affected by this. And it's been a cold fucking winter. Like, it's just, but here's the thing. I get it. Like, I can't be mad at these countries for taking a stand against this man and doing what they need to do to take a stand against it. I can't be mad at these countries for doing that. They need to do what they need to do to take a stand against him. I get that 100%. It's
The
just
amount of people that are gonna have to suffer
don't
because
even
of
get
it.
me started on the Gulf of America. It will never
Jesus
be the Gulf of America.
Christ.
It's the Gulf of Mexico. It's been the Gulf of Mexico for fucking since they named it. It's been the Gulf of fucking Mexico. And it's going to continue to be the Gulf of fuck. I don't give a fuck if Google updated their bullshit to say Gulf of America. I don't give a fuck. It's Gulf of Mexico. That's the most, out of every single thing that's wrong with this country, he's like, first order of business is I'm gonna name this the Gulf of America. Like, fuck, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot.
Sounds like an elderly patient.
Well, he is one.
He is.
Like, fucking bullshit, man. It's so stupid. I'm actually looking at my fucking maps right now. Okay, well, at least Apple Maps still says Gulf of Mexico. Apple Maps still says Gulf of Mexico. Good. I wonder what Google Maps says. I heard that Google Maps was updated. That's what I heard. I don't know if that's true. I haven't actually looked myself. Are you looking?
I am, because I'm curious. God damn
Yeah.
it, I don't want to download Google Maps.
No, you can just look at it on the computer.
I am.
You want me just to pull it up here?
It's in my hand.
Okay.
No, it's still Gulf of Mexico.
Okay, good. It's still Gulf of Mexico on Google Maps, too. Good.
As it should, because Jesus.
It's so stupid. Like, why is that such a... Out of everything we have to worry ourselves about, you're worried about changing the name of something that doesn't fucking matter? What does it matter? Oh my god. Exactly. What's the point? It doesn't change anything. It literally doesn't make a difference. Oh, I hate him. He's so stupid and so fucking full of himself. Oh, God, that man is disgusting. I can't. Like, I can't.
Oh. As bad as, like, every time something else comes out, I'm like, I'm not surprised.
I know. Like, that's I'm
a
just
bad
like, what?
thing. When he said he was building a fucking detention center.
Oh, you mean concentration camp?
Basically, that's what
Detention
it is.
center, my ass. It's called a fucking concentration camp,
A place
bitch.
that was closed for a very specific reason. I was like, I'm not surprised.
Detention center, that's bullshit. Call it what the fuck it is.
For real, though.
Like, disgusting. Yeah, I talked about that earlier, K-pop hoax. I talked about that earlier. Before any information was out, he was spewing his political bullshit to try to get his point across, and he was wrong. And he was wrong. Oh, it's okay. The last one, if I'm not wrong, it was, or one of them, if I'm not wrong, was it the last one? I think there was like a woman pilot, and I'm like, oh, now he's gonna say that women shouldn't be pilots. I'm literally waiting for that to be the next thing that happens. If it does come back that it actually was like a woman pilot, like I'm literally waiting for that to be the next thing he says.
When I get on a plane, I don't think of who is flying it.
I don't give a fuck. Just get me there safely.
Exactly. As long as you are not drunk and you know how to fly a plane, that's all I care about. Get me there and there back. We're good.
I see this thing that's like, oh, over like, X amount of signatures to, in support of impeaching him. And I'm like, I love how we're going to impeach someone who like literally admitted online that,
I'm confused. Hasn't he already been impeached?
No, he's a convicted felon. I don't know how you can be a convicted felon of that many fucking counts of bullshit against the actual fucking country you were supposed to protect. And still run again. Like, I don't understand how that's a thing. Like, that doesn't make any fucking sense.
Did nothing.
It doesn't make any sense how you can become president again after all of that. 34 felonies, 0 time served, and been impeached.
He's a rich white man in America.
He's now president again. Like, how? What? That's insane. That's fucking crazy. D, no one fucking knows. Like, he was convicted. He was found guilty. Guilty. I don't understand. Thank you so much, Alexia. I appreciate it. It's just crazy. Yeah. Oh my God. Stephanie, I literally thought this. First of all, I thought this like the first time he served, to be completely honest. When he served years ago,
I'm sorry,
I thought
what?
that. When he served years ago, I was like, this man is so arrogant. He's going to try to put his own fucking face on Mount Rushmore. I said that the first time he became president. And now, I was literally in the shower the other night, washing my fucking hair. This was like 2 nights ago, washing my fucking hair. And I thought to myself, this orange-faced bastard is going to fucking... I'm telling you, he's going to put his fucking face on the side of that goddamn mountain. I literally thought that when washing my hair the other night. I was like, this bitch is so full of himself. He's going to fucking put his fucking face on the side of the mountain. I literally said that to myself while washing my hair the other night. Because that's where the money needs to be spent. Is that why we're paying all this extra, so he could spend that money on putting his face on the side of a mountain?
Oh my God.
Exactly. You can't vote if you're a convicted felon, but you sure can be president. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just crazy. Yeah, if anything, he'll just take all the other faces off the mountain, just put his. I mean, he's big enough to, take up just the room for just himself. Yeah. Oh, God, I just can't. It's exhausting. My head hurts. I think we should, play a game.
Can we just play a silly game?
That's what I'm thinking. We just need to play a silly game.
I can't anymore.
My head hurts.
It's 11 o'clock. Let's play fun.
Wait, can we please play you make the sound, I make the face?
Let's play
I think that would be fun.
Like 2 rounds each, and then we'll play a fun, silly game on here.
I don't know about 2 rounds each, maybe a little more. I think that'll be fun for us to just...
Let's do fun.
Just...
Because I fucking can't anymore.
Let's just get all this negative energy out of our system. Oh, wait. Do we have any K-pop bullshit popping up right now? Before we go, because I feel like there was.
Oh,
and my head just was clouded with this bullshit.
To say.
Yes, what? Can I actually put you on the screen?
Fine.
Jesus. Hold on, let me put her on the screen. Hey. Hey, girl, hey.
I do have something to say that made me actually very upset. Why in the fuck did people, and I don't know what she's about to say.
Let's just call it what it is.
I don't
know what she's about to say.
Why did Incredibly Toxic Onces, which by the way is Twice's fandom, if you don't know, go after a rookie, newly debuted group for not knowing the dance to one of Twice's songs. To the point where they had to apologize. They literally posted a video apologizing.
And everyone is going to know the choreo for everything.
I see people cheering about this, saying, how do you not know the dance to one of the fucking songs that helped build JYP? Give me a break.
That's ridiculous.
Give me a break.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
The fact that they actually had to sit there and apologize.
Oh, it's Kickflip?
Yes.
So a boy group not knowing a girl group choreo.
Because they didn't know the choreo.
That's actually crazy. Oh, did you DM me about that? I'm sorry, Leo. Like I said, I haven't been on social media too much lately. I haven't been really checking a lot of messages. They were children when the song came out.
Yeah, they were like 9, 10 when the song came out.
The expectations that these assholes have on these people are just unreasonable and just ridiculous.
I don't care what group or what company you're a part of. I don't expect you to know every dance of every song.
No.
I don't give a shit how iconic this song is.
That's awesome. But if you don't, that's okay.
Listen, look, the song could be iconic as fuck. It could be a song that helped build the foundation of the company you are a part of. It doesn't mean you have to know it step by step. Day 6 has been a part of JYP forever, and they still can't do half the dances.
Well, I mean, some people just aren't.
Leave them alone.
They're not idol choreograph.
Leave them alone.
Idols who do choreography for a reason. I can't fucking talk. I thought there was something that I wanted to say. It's weird because K-Pop Junkie hasn't been doing his video, so I'm like, fuck, what's going on in the K-pop world?
I saw that though, and it pissed me off. I was like, I don't even know those boys like that, but
exactly.
Like, come on now.
Right. Oh, well, I was gonna say something and I don't remember. Let me just take a look at my phone. Maybe I can remember what I was gonna say by taking a look at my phone and seeing if I've saved anything crazy that's going on. Um. Oh, I do love this. Apparently, Hitchon said to, I guess, on a fan call, I guess, I don't know exactly know what they asked him, but his response, I guess it was about, like, some, fans that are critical about him. And he said, some days they love me, some days they hate me, but both days I get paid.
I mean,
I fucking legend right there. Some days they hate me, some days they love me, both days I get paid. Is that not like a facts? Like, oh my god,
I did see.
This is a legendary reply.
I did also see that when Mark gifted Yoonji a Rolex, like toxic and citizens were like flocking to Twitter talking about how basically like how that was their money, that blah blah blah, like they didn't do this so that way he could gift blah 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 to Yoonji. It was a very like, this is like mine, like why would you do that type of mentality.
Ew. That's his money to spend however he the fuck likes.
Like, Mark has been an idol for how long?
That's disgusting for someone to be like, I paid for your albums and I don't like the money that you earned from my album purchases to and that's how you're gonna spend it. No, I don't think so. Ew, what kind of like mentality and behavior is that? That is insane. That's disgusting. Now we're trying to not just control like who they can be friends with, what they're allowed to do, date, not date, if they're allowed to go out to fucking dinner with someone as a friend, not go out to dinner, they have to stay at home all the time, they can't be social with anybody, like, and now you're trying to control their purchases, the things that they purchase and gift to their friends.
I was happy that he gifted her a Rolex.
That's insane.
And I don't know if anyone else has seen her on the show that Dio was on where he was cooking.
Did I see this stuff about all K-pop?
And it was great. Ew, I blocked them.
What happened? I haven't been on any social media.
Let's just say the person who runs all K-pop
well, they're shit people anyway.
Is a very big Trump supporter.
Oh, God.
And apparently they accidentally retweeted something that was on the person's private account, and I guess because it wasn't an interaction, they posted it on there, and then they deleted it. It was not great.
I've always hated all K-pop. You guys know that.
Dio is the cutest.
No, I love the two of them so much.
No, because she was on the cooking show that he was on and with like Na PD, and like it was the cutest thing.
I love her.
She scared the shit out of him first of all, because she was holding the camera like pretending to be crew, and when he finally spotted it was her, he jumped back. It was just a cute episode. I
have a lot of things. So for those who don't know, I obviously I'm reacting to, X is one of the people I react to on Patreon. I just posted a part 1 of the season 3 EXO Ladder deleted scenes, which, oh my god, first of all, it's a 2-hour long, like almost 2.5 hour long, deleted scene segment. I reacted to like an hour, 15 minutes. And I'm going to do the next hour the next time I react. And after that, I don't know if there's one for season 4 or not. But if there's one for season 4, I'll do that too. But once that's done, and there will be no more ladder for me to react to, so I'll be reacting to other things. And I do, there's a lot of stuff that's out. Like, there's so much stuff. There's so many things Dio has done. There's a bunch of things Kai has done. Schumann, like, there are so many things that so many people have done. And, like, there is Anitra, but it's 5 short segments. Well, that's what I'm saying. Oh, for season 4, that's fine with me. If they're short segments, I can do them all in one, depending on how short they are. Like, if they're, like, 5-10 minute long segments, I can just do that all in one. Kai's coming back February 10th. I know, right?
He's been gone a million years.
Dude, it really does feel like it, doesn't it? Oh my god. That's so exciting, though. 4. Okay, yeah, easy peasy. 5 4-minute long segments? That's only 20 minutes, dude. Hell yeah, I could do that. If you don't mind sending me that, Druki, so I can save it in my watch later. But anyway, after that, I have a bunch of, she probably did, I haven't.
What?
Charlene. Yes! When Maki... Oh, first, can we just talk real quick?
Maki looks
great. First of all, I've always thought he was very handsome. He's a very handsome guy. But the most recent TikTok that him and Nicholas were in...
Nicholas is a lot.
Well, Nicholas... I think Maki is my bias and Nicholas is my wrecker. That's how I feel like that is happening. I don't know, though. Because I don't know enough about them, but that's what I feel is happening, right? I can't believe Leo's not here right now. Anyway, but oh my god, Maki's visuals.
Beautiful.
He is so handsome. Just absolutely so handsome. I actually had someone message me. They're like, who the fuck is this? Because he was so handsome. Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can pull it up so I can show you guys what I'm talking about.
Here he is. He's like,
huh? Yeah, let me see if I can pull it up. Where do you think, would it be on TikTok or?
I'm a
Instagram? Maki.
No, not Fuma.
Nicholas.
Yes, I'm a Fuma girl.
TikTok. Maki Nicholas TikTok. Let's see.
You probably have to go to TikTok and then go to Team's TikTok.
Yeah, you're right. TikTok,
they don't post a lot. It's okay.
Team.
I'm just the girl watching peacefully.
Let's see if it's here.
Yeah, because the last one post was Maki going like snowboarding or something from the other day.
Hopefully it's not super loud. Something went wrong. Refresh. Okay, well. Refresh. Which one is it?
Oh my god, that video. No, the video that them doing the shooter thing. Ugh.
No, I'm talking about this one. Is it going to pause? Okay, there we go. Stop! Stop! Jesus, I hate this thing. How do I make it full screen? Is it this? Floating player. What the fuck does that mean?
I guess to make it... I don't know.
Stop! I hate this thing. Let me put it... I'm just going to put it on the screen. Just hold on. Yeah. So, 1 second. So that you can see who I'm talking about for those who don't know who I'm talking about.
Joe May, don't get me started on Joe. Don't get me started.
What, in that last video? Their last
Joe has always
was
been
iconic.
Has always been something.
Has always been something.
But
it's funny.
Lately?
Okay, this is who I'm talking about for those who don't know. The person in the front is Maki, the one in the back is Nicholas. Sorry, I'm like... Not Nicholas doing the super slow-mo in the back, too. So that's who I'm referring to. And this boy, first of all, he is gorgeous. Like, just so beautiful.
Which is so funny because, hold on, I don't think a lot of people have seen...
But they're babies. They're all babies, though.
Maki.
They're legal babies, but they're still babies. Beautiful. Yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. I literally had someone send me that video, and they were like, who is this? I was like, that would be who I think my bias is and who I think my wrecker is. That would be them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And this wasn't from And Audition.
Oh my god, stop, baby. See, they're babies.
Hold on.
That's ridiculous. That was before they were in the group.
Here we go. Look at him.
That's him. Before he was in the group, look at him. Baby. Just a baby. I can't.
He is the cutest baby.
It's too much. It's too much. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. What years are they? What is it? I think Maki's just 18. Isn't Maki just 18? The one in the front, I think, is 18.
Maki is 18 or 19.
Yeah, the one in the front's only like 18 or 19, y'all. Like, they're babies. I know. Yeah.
Let's see.
But he's so beautiful. He's so handsome.
Because EJ...
He'll be 19 this year.
Yeah, EJ is the oldest. In 2002.
Maki is Poopsie's age. I love how the... Speaking of, we miss Poopsie today.
Fuma is the oldest, and he's 98.
Yeah.
97. No, 97. So
I know. Yichun's 16 or 17, right? I think he's probably 17 by now. The Maknae? I don't know.
You have Maki.
Felix's freckles. Beautiful.
Where is Taki? There he is.
By the way, if anyone's wondering, I made this shirt. These are iron-on. I made this shirt when we saw them on tour last. I was wearing this shirt, and she was wearing a shirt that said Changbin's thighs.
Over and over and over again.
It just said Changbin size, Changbin thighs, just all over the
I love that shirt.
And so I was like, well, then I need one that says Felix's freckles. So, because I love Felix's freckles as much as she loves Changbin's thighs. So I made this shirt. So yeah. So I bought the letters, and I bought a plain black shirt, and I did the little iron-on things. Hey, Anteam's little brothers are having, and wait, Anteam little brothers, wait, who? Anteam's little brothers? Anteam has little brothers? I thought they were the little brothers. I'm confused. Anteam's little brothers are having an audition show set to air on the 15th. An account has opened. Looks like TVXQ's Jae Jung is going to MC or something. Oh, interesting.
Jae Jung is a vampire.
Yeah, well.
SM man.
Mm-hmm. Kay is the oldest in the group. Ah, interesting. Monkey's not the youngest.
He is apparently. I thought Taki was younger.
Oh, did I say?
You said you.
I said you. I'm thinking of Zykers. Sorry. By the way, if you're wondering, my brain does that all the time. Zykers and Anteam. The way I'm constantly, I'm like the Kay and Hunter. I am constantly switching what the fuck group they're in. In my head, I switch them all the time.
Yeah,
all the time.
Definitely thought that Taki was younger, but he's not. Maki is younger.
I'm the worst.
By like a year.
Maki's younger than who?
Taki.
Oh, okay.
I thought Taki was younger.
I thought you were saying Maki was younger than Yechan. I'm like, no, he's not. Yechan? I don't know. Anyway, I was talking about my Patreon earlier. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So there's a bunch of different things to react to for EXO coming up. Like, so many different possibilities. I'm intrigued by the thing that he's doing it's Kyungsu and Kwangsu? Kyungsu, isn't that his name? The little show that he's doing with him. I'm intrigued by that. I love their fucking friendship. I'm intrigued by that, like, traveling show Dio did, like a few years back, where he literally randomly just traveled and went places. I don't even know what that's about. I'm curious about that. There was like a show, wasn't there, like that kind of mystery variety type show thing that Kai was on, with like a few other people as well. I'm curious about that. Like, there's so many random things that they've been on that I'm just like, ooh, I want to check that out. But there's like so many. It's like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know, man. I don't know. Crazy talk. Anyway, so I have to figure out, I have no idea what to check out next, but I have to figure it out. I don't know if I should just like put a poll on the Patreon with like several options and kind of go from there. I don't know. But you guys know me. I'm going to be more motivated if it's something I'm into. So please remember that. Like, for example, I know Schumann has a tennis thing out there. And I love that for him. Tennis doesn't excite me. Ooh. So I'm not going to be as excited to, even though I love Schumann, I'm not going to be as excited to watch that because the content itself is something that's not necessarily an interest of mine, if that makes sense. So yeah.
Oh my god.
Jo May.
Heather.
You are the sweetest thing ever. I love you, Jo May.
Heather, I saw that video of Uno with the chicken.
I love you, Jo May.
The rooster. And I was like, there's very obvious reason why him and JK are very good friends, because what the fuck?
What happened with the chicken and a rooster?
No, from Astro. There's a clip of him like having a standoff with a rooster, and the way he kind of like raises his foot and like starts like pecking. I'm like,
do you remember Chenyol trying to catch a chicken back in the day? Do you remember that? Mm-hmm. And he ended up running. My brain's trying to reset. He ended up running into like the roof overhang of a building because he's so fucking tall, and he like gouged his head. He thought he was like bleeding. Yeah, but Chenyol with his arms out like this, like, you remember how he was running away from the guy on stage? Remember that? Yeah, how Bam was running away from Mark on stage after pouring the water. Imagine Chenyol trying to run after a chicken looking like that.
Oh my god, listen, I don't know how many people have seen the video of Bam like pouring water on everyone.
I don't even know where to start.
And then running down the stage. It is the funniest video to me because he runs like this.
Yeah. The way like Bam was like running with his arms like this after he like poured a bunch of water on Mark, and he was like, and he ran away like this, and, like
down the catwalk.
Why is he running like that?
Oh, I love him.
I'm really hoping that that's from last night, and that's something that I get to see.
It was definitely on my recording. That just came out like
I'm
this
hoping
morning.
I get to see that on the recording that I recorded.
It was the funniest thing. Oh my god.
All I know is I set my alarm it started recording at 4. I set my alarm for 6:30, thinking 2.5 hours it'll be over. I woke up at 6:30, came my ass in here, and I'm like, the fuck are they still doing? they're still just doing something. I'm like, oh, okay. So I just went back and set it for another hour, and I'm like, if they're not done after another hour, there's something wrong. And then I realized I hit the snooze on that shit, so it was really just like almost like another hour and a half, and then I finally went in and it was like, Livestream is over. I'm like, oh, okay, click. Thanks. Yeah. The latter episode of Dio catching eels is the best.
Oh my god.
It is the best.
That shit is so funny.
Yeah, it really is, though. Okay. Let's go ahead and wrap up tea time, since I think we're just kind of chatting and talking about fun stuff now.
But I will say my favorite EXO video of like the reality content is when they're in the aquarium.
And Sehun says that, you know, the fish look tasty. They look delicious. And Shimon's like, oh. And then Suho was just like, I can't believe you said. And Shimon was like, yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, actually. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, I love them. Oh,
ridiculous.
Funny shit, man.
There's so many things. I feel like most of my favorite, like, little moments from, like, EXO reality is involving Baekhyun or Dio. Or Chanyeol sometimes, but usually it's just laughing at him being ridiculous because he's so competitive. But yeah, I'm usually after, Baekhyun's shocked face. He said that Baekhyun's like...
Yes! Sue was saying belugas have the same IQ as Sehun.
Yeah.
And then it pans.
And Sehun was just like... like teasing the beluga. I'm like, that could not have been the more perfect timing.
I love that so much.
Do you know what's funny? Ray, the way Dio killed me.
Oh my god, the last ladder
season 3 and ladder season 4.
The last ladder.
The last two. The last two. Ladder season 3, ladder season 4.
Mm.
Oh, he killed me.
He's a little shit when he wins.
Oh my god, I love him. I love him. And it's so funny because obviously, like, there's people missing from those seasons because people are in the military. In Ladder 3 in particular, we were missing the entire Beagle line. Chenyol and Baekhyun were not in Ladder Season 3. So I feel like Kai and Dio, like, really, like, stepped up. And they even said that they felt that they needed to put more of an effort in because the only people who are there filming are all the quiet ones. And so they're like, we feel like we need to put it, like, in more of an effort in.
Boy, did they.
Oh, my God. Dio. The way he was so hell-bent on not letting anyone eat a fucking yogurt was cracking me the fuck up. He's like, no, you can't eat that. Oh my god. Dio is so funny. Oh, I love it. That Kyungsu is the real Kyungsu. Dio is just his professional traumatized era. Yes, exactly. No, like I feel like ever since he came back from the military, like he's just been so much more like I don't know,
Happy.
just like chill and like just kind of like lighthearted and just more outgoing. Like a little we I feel like we're getting glimpses of like his OG self back when he first debuted before all the bullshit happened to them and stuff. And I just love it so much. My reactions are on Patreon for that, Poppy, yeah. But yeah, it's just whoops, didn't mean to do that.
That tea was delicious.
Yeah, it is pretty good. The strawberry tea?
Mm-hmm.
This has caffeine in it, and I feel like I'm feeling it.
I'm not. But also...
No, but you're not sleepy. So that's good.
I mean...
Look, we know you can sleep at any time, bitch, okay? We're not talking about that.
I'm a little sleepy.
Whatever.
It's almost 12. What do you mean? Whatever.
Okay, well, since it's almost 12, let's go ahead and end this tea time so that we can then have some fun. Okay? Have some fun. We're going to play the you make the face, I make the sound game. It's going to be hilarious. So, if you're here watching the second sip, you should definitely check out this week's actual tea time and fast forward to what we're about to do because I have no idea what the hell is about to happen. I feel like I'm going to need to pee beforehand because I might pee myself during. Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go pee.
You go pee. I'll end the
entertain
tea time. Or, yeah, I'll end the tea time and then we'll continue with this. And then I'll go pee because I'm just afraid that this is going to make me laugh so hard. I'll piss myself if I don't pee ahead of time. Fun times. Okay, so yeah, I'm glad that you stuck around for that announcement. I love you guys a whole bunch. Like I said, for those watching this as a second sip, thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Please leave your thoughts on everything down in the comments. If you are going to try to argue with me in any political way regarding my point of view on things, I'm not going to entertain that in my comment section. So just know that absolutely right now, I do not give a fuck if you disagree or agree with me on anything I said regarding what's happening in my country and what I'm seeing and experiencing right now, because this is what my thoughts are. These are my opinions. This is what I am personally seeing and experiencing right now and how I feel about it. So you can't argue with me about how I feel about something. This is how I feel. Okay? So I'm not going to entertain that shit in my comments. So just FYI, don't try it because it's not going to happen. Yeah. Okay. Other than that, I love you guys. For second sip, I'm going to end this live stream and continue on with the chat for the rest of our live stream. So love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.